not you, it's not me, it's all together. Try to change all the harm we've done to ourselves, to the earth, to the voice not yet heard, to the world left behind our own.
Right. Hello. This is RadioMMU, your ultimate
Multimedia
Multimedia tunes.
This is your host, DJ Retro, with me.
DJ Spidey.
DJ Wardy.
DJ Malicious.
And DJ Katsu.
Right, guys. So, welcome back to the. We've not had a name for this for like 2 episodes back, but I'm gonna be calling it the Nerd Out Show because it's like nerdy topics, I guess. I guess so. Not really, but yeah. So yeah, last week we had music and nerd news, which is just like random miscellaneous stuff, mostly on AI. So this week we'll be delving into movies and as well as games. So let's start with the movies, I guess. We don't have really like a strict topic, but mostly we're gonna be talking about Barbie and Oppenheimer, the hype surrounding it. Right.
They're coming out at the same time, right? If I'm not wrong. Like literally like the same weekend or something.
That's what I found kind of interesting. Like it's quite contrasting, but like because of meme culture and all that, like yeah, people are like, yeah, I'm hyped for both stuff, you know.
I can't wait to see Thomas Shelby exploding Japan. Straight up. Yeah, I can't wait. Well, also at the same time, I also kind of wait seeing Ryan Gosling pulling up his full-on Ken impression, and Simu also, right? Simu
Yeah,
also, right?
Simu
Simu
Yeah.
also being Ken. Everybody's name is Ken, right?
Everybody's Ken.
Yeah.
Everybody's Barbie except for one person named Midget.
Name what?
What?
Barbie's friend. What's her name? Midget? I don't remember. Sounds like an M.
Margaret.
No, it's not Margaret.
No, I'm just guessing.
Like you have Barbie, you have Ken, then you just have like a regular name, Margaret, straight up.
Exactly. They call her Michelle.
Michelle.
Very common name. Everybody knows Michelle.
She's fact checking. Look at her. She's fact checking. She's fact checking.
Midge. Yeah, I was correct.
Midge?
Midge.
So like midget without a T?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
It's-
slower without the
It
beat.
is short for Margaret though, yeah.
It is short for what?
Yeah.
How does
Wait. Margaret, they call her what? Mitch?
Midge.
Midge? But
M-I-T-C-H.
M-I-D-G-E.
is short for
Midge.
Margaret.
Oh, Midge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like how is for Richard. I don't want to say the word. I think you know, right?
Come on, you can say it.
Huh? No.
Say it.
I don't want to be
Huh?
spitting up one buck right now.
In the Barbie
Wasn't that a popular? All of them are popular actresses. Actually, I forgot. She's making sure
Barbie
all of her
movie.
facts are right before she tells you anything. Straight up.
Emerald Fennel.
I don't know who the hell is Emerald Fennel.
Exactly.
No.
Can you Google Emerald Fennel real quick? Wait, that's really her face? Wait, can I see that again?
I have no idea.
No
I don't know
idea.
if she
I've never
actually has
seen her.
red hair, but yeah. Do you wanna know about this character?
You know the fun part about Asfa, right, is that she not only is hyped for this movie, but she's hyped for a good reason. She is the Barbie lore master. She has watched every single Barbie movie, every single Barbie show. She knows everything about Barbie there is to know right now, currently, right?
So, every typical teenage girl.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever she says like, "Oh, I watched the entirety of Barbie," she's like the scene from the meme of like Buzz Lightyear, like the one at the shelf.
I watched the movie since like
I watched Barbie.
up till I watched the ones from 2002. 2002 is the first Barbie movie, up till like 2015 or 16. After that, I didn't watch any of the Barbie movies because they changed the whole art style and voice of her.
Really? Like, what did they really change? Is there like an example you can show? Like before and after? Did it get better or did it get worse?
Well, technically, in terms of animation, it did get better, but they changed the whole model. So, like,
Okay.
ow.
Because I know the old Barbie movies actually had like quite good models. I think for the
They
the
had
first
quite
ones.
good models, but they didn't really had good animation.
Yeah, but they were more realistic though than the newer ones. Now.
Yes, the newer ones have a more like
Cartoony
Disney
animation.
kind of look.
Yeah.
This is okay. So like, I don't know if you can show this to the camera. This is the old Barbie movies.
This one?
Yeah, this is the oldest
yeah,
one.
Just drag it to the camera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like one of the first Barbie movie, and after that, all of the models are more or less the same. But now, the Barbie movies, they have a Disney kind of approach. You know, big eyes, round face, smaller body.
I mean like a bug. Right?
Yeah, a
They
bug.
have the bug.
Yeah, they have the bug
face.
face.
Every time.
Now it's
every
like
single time.
it's not really special anymore. Like it doesn't really stand out other than other animated films last time because they had a really doll-like
Doll-like figure.
figure. Yeah,
Exactly.
they actually look like the figurine dolls.
Yeah.
But now they don't.
They look more puffy or some reason.
You know, I just made the connection that her with Barbie is kind of like every single boy and like random World War II facts.
Oh yeah.
Nice segue.
You know the face?
Nice segue.
You know the phase that we all basically have where it's just like, oh, you want to know something about communism Russia back in the 19th?
Yeah, I have that kind of friend. You're like,
I think that's more like Cold War though.
Yeah, that is majority of the Cold War, yes, correct.
Yeah.
But like we all had that phase of like we just know so much about tanks. We know so
yeah,
much
like those kind
about
of people can just literally name every model, tank, planes, and everything, model guns.
Yeah, I mean I mean like a more common equivalent for girls about that is usually true crime.
Yeah, the documentaries. This is true.
See,
Yeah, I'm
see,
kind of-
yeah.
I'm really kind of obsessed with
Yeah.
that, though. Not gonna lie.
I like true crime though. So like, what does that make me?
You're like both. You're like in the middle.
It's-
You know?
some of them are quite
Non-binary.
interesting. Some are quite interesting though. Like
Some are quite interesting, like what
the true crime ones.
the
yeah.
true crime ones.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
what was it about?
Yeah, but
Who
isn't
was
it?
about,
Yeah, I
actually?
mean, but I always find it like a bit weird, like whenever like.
And it's random with watch
Like-
the
Oh, just random.
Yeah.
Like back in high school, my ex girlfriend would just come to me like, oh, did you know about the Hello Kitty murder where a
Yeah,
person
I
like
remember
stuffed
that.
someone in a Hello Kitty suit? And I'm like,
What?
okay, thanks. Oh, you don't know
Nice.
that?
Someone
Uh,
died. Is
uh,
nice. Yeah.
You don't know that? It's a story about someone gets murdered.
Isn't this in Japan? Or
Yeah, it's in It's always Japan. Okay, so I want someone gets murdered and then they got stuffed in a Hello Kitty suit, like their like the bones and stuff. Like they cut the thing and then put it into the thing, and then this Hello Kitty like big life-size doll, like a mascot lah per se, mascot started like smelling really bad, and then like they open it like, yeah, you know.
FNAF lore.
that's the inspiration.
Speaking about that, if you all saw the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I have
Dude,
seen
I
it.
love
I
the
think I
trailer.
saw a bit of it. Yeah, but
I'm gonna watch. I have this year is a good year for movies. Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer, Barbie, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm
Transformers
watching
too.
all of that. I'm watching all of that on premiere day. I have not. I said the same thing about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but I still haven't watched the movie because I'm broke. But
use
but
your student ID.
Use
Oh
your
yeah,
s-
you cannot actually. That's the thing. You cannot actually. If I could, I would actually use, but
Wait, what do you mean by you can't?
you just can't. Like I checked the my friend.
Oh, there's no student
pricing.
pricing anymore.
Yes,
is
there's
it?
no student price. You know, for that specific movie, like Super Mario Bros. Actually had student ID thingy,
Right.
but this
Hey,
one
but we
didn't.
tried doing that we tried doing that at IOI.
Mm.
We watched Mario, right?
I think
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
GSC
No,
maybe.
we watched
We watched
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, we tried to watch
Uh,
Dungeons and Dragons at
I
IOI.
was about to say Chris Pine. That's the only thing I remember.
Dungeons and Dragons at IOI, and then IOI we had the student thing, and I'm like, oh, can we use the
But
student thing?
we did
And
it
then like,
on a
nah.
weekend. Student price is only on weekdays.
I watched
Right.
it on a weekday. I remember. I think it was like Wednesday. Or
Which
something.
one did you go?
I actually watched it at
or-
Depulse.
Oh, TGV.
Yeah, TGV.
Oh, they don't have that
No,
anymore.
they didn't. I mean, they didn't
Are
have
you
it for
sure?
that specific movie.
Oh.
Only they had for Super Mario though. But
That is so weird. Also,
Yeah,
on
exactly.
a side note, I see Zimming in the chat.
Yeah.
All he says is, "Wow, Azra, what are you crying about, bro? Bro, what do you want to say? Want to say hi? Bye, bro. Okay, chilling." So
Yeah.
going back about the Barbie lore, the Barbie lore, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
they also changed the voice actor. Last time it used to be Kelly Sheridan. She used to voice all of the Barbie movies. But now it's like somebody else. I don't
Margaret
know.
Robbie.
Yeah.
No, Margaret Robbie's the
I know.
last.
I'm just saying.
But like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm joking.
Actually, like hearing
Now
all
I
this,
think
like,
it's-
I think I'm hyped for the wrong reasons.
Tara Strong.
I'm hyped for Ryan
Tara
Gosling.
Strong.
The-
She
the
cannot.
literally
It's
me
not the
guy.
perfect voice.
Hey, she has pretty big range.
But
I mean, they're getting Ryan Gosling. Who's that guy on TikTok who does the what is it? The new meme format where he just the my reaction to the information like that
Yeah.
the
I
white
think
buff
about
guy.
I think about Mr. Oh, the new guy. He's
Yeah,
just
that
like
one.
that, right?
I think is it?
Oh,
I
Mike O'Hearn.
actually don't. Huh?
Mike
what?
O'Hearn.
The buff guy.
Mike O'Hearn.
Yeah, the buff guy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why didn't they play him instead of Ryan Gosling? Like, wouldn't he do a better job?
Because
He looks more plastic than Ryan Gosling does in Blonde. It makes sense though. I mean, if you actually look at him and
yeah.
Ryan Gosling, they actually look kind of the same.
Yeah,
In
but,
some
but
ways, they're
Ken
the same.
has a specific body type. But Ken is not.
He's
like
supposed
a
to be
buff dude.
tall. He's not supposed to be short.
Yeah, Ken's not a big buff dude, you know.
But he's supposed to be tall though, right?
He's,
No?
he's an average build.
Not really tall, but like average height.
Yeah. I still feel it weird as there's Ryan Gosling for the same reason of why is it Margaret Robbie out of all
I think
women, it could have been
there is
anybody
some-
else but her.
there's a reason why the director picked Ryan Gosling, because she hunted that man down. Like, okay, Ryan Gosling actually rejected being Ken many times, but she was like persistent on having him. So we're gonna find out later on the movie why him, like out of why everybody why him.
And then you later see like there's a nude scene with there's a nude scene with Ken in it. Like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right, makes sense.
Imagine it being like 90% of just Ryan Gosling just without a shirt, the whole 90% of it. Just him wearing the pants and that's everything the whole
like
movie.
one of the directions that the director got. Okay, Ryan, make sure your penis is out. Okay, all right. Make sure it's like.
No, that's okay. That's a good.
That's okay?
That's not a slur word, isn't it?
That's just anatomy. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Anyway, so
Anatomy, alright,
hey, make
sure.
sure. Oh, fine. You wanna make it? Make
Make
sure
sure
your
your
schlong
genital.
is out. You know.
Right.
Make sure that your schlong is out. Okay, all the time. That's straight up. And then Ryan goes just like,
Jackson.
okay.
Don't forget the baby oil as well.
The
Put on baby oil every scene.
Completely slathered
Completely,
in.
exactly.
I mean,
He's just wet
I
from
think
the
you
whole
could have
body. It's
already
like
seen
just
that in the
shining.
trailer.
Exactly.
There was
yeah,
a
right.
beach scene in the trailer, right? And you could just see literally everybody just put their chest
Exactly,
out.
yeah.
Right.
So he has to be wearing baby oil 90% of the movie. And again, everything is just him without a shirt on, like Ryan. So the movie's gonna be about like 2 hours total, right? Screen time. Will you be okay with all of it you being shirtless?
Are you okay with about an hour and 50 minutes of you just?
Shirtless.
It's just yours. It's just you on screen.
just him on the screen, like the camera's not even moving, just him standing there.
Actually, I feel like that will happen. There's one scene of them, he's just like standing up in a hill or something, just doing that. And like somehow there's like a sun shining behind him. He has like that glow.
Exactly. Him in the pink car sitting there.
Then he says, "I drive,"
Yes.
and then vaporwave music starts to play.
Just a driving scene for 20 minutes, just a driving scene of him in the sun, like in the
His
beach.
hair is like a bit wavy going through.
Yeah,
you
his
know?
hair's not that long though in the movie, isn't it? It's kind of like
Yeah.
short hair, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Wave back.
But you gotta make sure that the wind goes through the hair though, 100%.
Right.
At least he's a little bit wet, so he could just do like the swish, and like a slow-mo swish,
They do it in like like those aerodynamic tunnels where they test like F1 cars or something inside. They do it in that scene in there, so the wind actually blows. What that's strong. So he moves every hair in his body. He does that. Okay, but what about the choice of Margaret Robbie though? Like,
Margaret Robbie.
I think that's like a good choice if you ask.
I mean,
me.
isn't Barbie supposed to be like feminine in the thing?
Isn't
I thought she is feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I-
Margaret Robbie a bit on the tomboy side.
What do you mean about that?
A little bit. I think it's because of Suicide Squad would be one reason why, and the second reason is because she's Australian.
Yeah,
not
but I mean,
not
like,
all Australians are. I'm not being racist, but not all Australians look very
Valid- like extremely valid point on the first one. The second point is because she's.
I'm just
You
saying
mean she
though,
has to be
like,
American?
no. I mean, I'm just saying not all Australians are very feminine. I mean, is it am I wrong?
But well, of course she's not gonna have like. I mean, you won't tell that she's gonna be Australian.
Technically,
You're not gonna tell she's Australian in the movie.
Yeah.
She has an American
She's not gonna
accent,
come on and say, Hey, yo, Ken! You got a shrimp on the Barbie?
Oh yeah, mate. But I think it's also depending on the plot, right? Because the impression I got from the trailer was it's like, have you seen the Truman Show?
It's like a rom-com.
what?
Yeah.
Tomo-chan?
The
It looks like a
Truman Show.
rom-com, innit?
I think it's a rom-com plus more to come.
More com than rom?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's like one snippet where like Will Ferrell and like a bunch of executives were in the scene. It gave the impression like this is like a fake thing,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, because she's coming out from Barbie land
right?
and she's going to the real world.
yeah. That part kind of reminds me of like the Lego Movie. You guys remember that?
Yeah. So I'm assuming that it's going to be like a reality hitting her. She can't be Barbie. She has to be. You know her real name?
What?
Barbara.
Okay, now that I
Right.
think about it, kind of reminds me of another movie called Truman Show.
Yeah,
actually.
that's what I said.
That's
man. That's
what
really
he
what I
said, bro.
said.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Like what's his name? The funny guy. The
Oh,
funny
Jim
face
Carrey.
Guy. Yeah, Jim Carrey. Right. He says, "Yeah, hey, you're Danesh. Yeah, hi, son."
It's gonna be like that one Disney movie. What Disney movie?
Yeah, what Disney movie?
What Disney
Daniel.
movie that?
What Disney movie?
Yeah. His name means nothing. Bro, that's like unrelated, man.
Where she went through the well and into real life.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
Truman Show.
Enchanted.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
The what?
Is it?
Come again?
I think I know.
Enchanted.
Is the yeah? Is the
It's a
Oh,
really old Disney
damn.
movie.
I forgot about the movie.
She
Oh
was
yeah,
it?
it's from like hand-drawn animation to
To
Yeah,
real
the one
life.
with
Yeah, I
Ian
love
Adams.
that
Yeah,
movie.
Forgot about that.
Same,
movie.
They
That's
had a
quite good.
second one on Disney Plus called Disenchanted,
I
where
haven't
they
watched
did
that.
the opposite.
Damn, it's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Wait, so real life too hand drawn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
real life.
Imagine they just rewound the movie.
Yeah, it's just
the whole
the movie
just
just rewound.
rewind it and say, okay, here's the same thing.
And then the second movie was like literally about 13, 14 years later since the first movie in their own timeline. It was like really cool to watch my childhood again. Grown up.
So is it as good as the first one?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
good. Because they even made like a whole new village just to do that movie. Yeah.
I wonder why it took them so long to get that idea. Like it took them 14 years to think. What about we do this movie but backwards?
I
That's
mean-
They're too busy thinking of what movie they can turn animated to real life, bro.
Cars.
Yo, can you imagine? No, it's gonna be like the car's gonna be just
Well,
full of.
because like Disney now has like a trend of taking back all their old movies and remaking or giving
Adding
it a
some stuff,
sequel.
yeah.
That
You just
This is
cash
one of
grab
it lah,
that.
because
Yeah.
the movie ended quite nicely. The first one, you didn't have to. If it didn't have a sequel, it'd still be fine.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about Wreck-It Ralph, and look what they did. Right, so
Hey, what?
that's what they did. That's what I felt about Wreck-It Ralph 1, and look what they did with Wreck-It
Oh,
Ralph
yeah,
2.
yeah, yeah.
Right, so wait, like a real life cars, right, would just be like MX3s, Miatas.
No, but like think
Constantly.
about the anatomy of the car. Like they have like tongues and all that.
Oh, that would look
Uh,
bizarre.
will
Yeah,
they will they
CGI
will they
though,
build
really.
will they build upon the world building of cars where
They did
that
for Lion King.
they did for Lion King, they
I
built
mean-
upon it more. Are they really gonna have like a serious conversation about how a guy's an Iraqi war veteran inside cars, huh? The Jeep.
So would there be like an AK on the door of the Jeep or
let's,
something? Or is it
let's,
like,
let's avoid this.
why not? Why not?
I've been in some, so let's not.
What have you been watching?
No, but that's
No,
that,
no,
but
no,
that's
like
that's
not
that's
watching,
part
like,
of a that's.
involved
I
in
mean,
real
that,
life.
I mean, it's true. Cars literally has a Jeep guy that is a war veteran of the Afghanistan war for some reason. That means 9/11 happened in cars. Like what? What?
I think that's supposed to be the planes universe, no?
Did they use those planes?
Oh, they
I don't know.
Speaking
They
about
had
that, right?
planes
Like,
also.
No, their planes were not alive. In the movie, cars.
Cars had planes
That were alive.
that were alive.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
There's a movie about planes.
Yeah, there's a
Yes,
movie
we
about
know.
planes,
Yes, we know
yes,
about
but I
planes.
didn't know that the.
Same
I completely
universe.
forgot about the fact that yeah.
They're connected.
And then
Yep.
the thing is, which is weird,
So-
aeroplanes exist, right? And then the cars can go into the aeroplane, and you think about it.
But isn't it kind of weird that some of the cars are animals as well? Like I remember in planes, it's
Yeah, the tractors are
like,
animals.
yeah, like what the hell? Like so gross, and they look the same. So it's like, what?
How would they animate that?
So the new Barbie movie, huh?
Wait, Daniel says they're making McQueen a hot blonde driver guy, and Cars is Pixar's, Planes is Disney. Oh yeah, about that. No,
I mean they're
the-
still interconnected because
Right, but-
technically Pixar is under Disney, but like
No,
it's
I
the
mean
same world.
same world, but the production is different.
Yeah, that's why Cars was always better than Planes.
true.
Sahan
I
says
agree.
Planes is a failed car spin-off.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, kind of.
Like who watched Planes here?
I only watched it like.
Okay, y'all
for-
losers.
I watched-
Right, so
I watched snippets of it.
No,
or
I
something
watched
like
the whole thing, 1 and 2.
Wait, in like theaters
man,
or
you're a
just at
loser.
home?
I think both in theaters.
Oh really? You paid money for that?
I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know.
You paid money for that?
Dude, we were like what? How old were we?
Well, I was also a child, but I didn't get
Yeah.
swindled by it.
I just watched it when it came on TV. Like I'm not putting my money on that, man.
You find a sucker.
On planes.
I'm not putting my movies on cartoons. I
Right.
don't think I've actually watched cartoons like in theaters and things.
Turn it back. Turn it back.
Yeah.
Turn it back. Right.
So
Barbie.
huge
Turn
tangent.
it back. So turn it back. Turn it back.
Yeah,
Okay.
Barbie, Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Margaret Robbie as Barbie. I think it fits though. I think it really. Okay. What would be your dream cast? Who would you have chosen for?
Exactly, I
Barbie.
have no idea. That's why I don't know a lot
I
of
don't have anybody.
blonde like actors.
It doesn't have to be blonde, right?
I mean, Barbie's supposed to be blonde, no?
Yeah, but like you can
Well,
just find a same body shape and then just put a wig on.
I mean, other than the look, what do people would actually look for in an actor?
The vibe.
Okay.
Do they have the ability to bring the Barbie vibe? You know, like it is very
exactly.
very girly, very feminine,
Right.
girl bossy too, right? She has
As
a
far as
very-
they can sing, it's pretty alright. I mean, I dig it.
I'm still thinking who would be not better, but who would be another option.
See, it's just
quite hard to
hard.
think
I
because
think they hit the
yeah,
nail
yeah.
when it comes to the Barbie
Yeah.
one, officially. But the
It's
Ken
hard.
one is
Bit bizarre.
Ken, right? For me, there is one other person I was thinking of.
Okay.
Won Ho.
One,
He's Korean though, but he has the body. He has the
But
personality.
Ken is not Korean.
Is Simoy Lee even white? He's Ken
yeah,
also.
Simu Liu. How about Simu Liu? He's another.
He
Ken.
is also Ken.
Yeah, but then the Ken that's supposed to be Barbie's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Is a typical white guy.
Yeah.
Right. So.
He's a
I don't
trophy
think-
husband.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Ken only had one job, which is being an actor. Barbie was president, was
A
an
singer.
astronaut, was a doctor, was a lawyer, was so many things, and Ken
That-
only
Are you
lived.
sure we're not talking about a bald guy right now?
And then like Ken only
Bro's
had
just
one
ready
job.
to appear. Bro's a plumber, an astronaut, a teacher, a medic.
wondering.
Even in one of the movies, they pointed out how Barbie was trying to save Ken from being a damsel in distress, and she had to go through
I
shit
think I
to
did see
save
this
him,
one,
and all he did was like, "My girlfriend will come, and you're gonna be done."
So is she like totally spies also now or something?
She
or-
was a spy, yeah.
So Barbie's everything and Ken is basically only one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't really introduced Ken a lot in like their movies, haven't
I
they?
mean, to
They-
be,
they
I mean,
do.
to be fair, Barbie is supposed to be like the opposite kind of thing, right? They play on the opposite tropes, etc.
Mm.
So it is to be expected.
Barbie is supposed to represent that you could be
Anything.
anything. Girls can be anything.
Including this.
What is that?
What
It-
if, what
it's-
if you just decide to just show the?
It's a Down syndrome Barbie.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Hey,
This is like the new
anyone
stuff.
can be Barbie, dude.
But the
Yeah,
thing
for
is,
real.
she still looks like Barbie.
She still looks normal though. She
Yeah.
doesn't look like she
They
has
just
Yeah.
widen the chin a bit.
I think they just made her eyes a bit like closer together when you look at it.
Oh.
But it's kind of like the whole like representation thing, right?
Don't Down syndrome have actually like a bit more slanted eyes?
Yeah, I think that's why it looks more a bit like closer and it's a bit
It's a
smaller.
yeah,
that's
I
why,
think
yeah.
her eyes are a bit too big. I wouldn't like if you were to like if I was to pass by that doll in a store.
I wouldn't think-
it was like down.
Yeah.
straight up.
What?
Punching the box. Oh, you're buying it? You buy all of them. Buy all of them.
Careful, dude. Come on.
I'm
But
joking.
despite
Let's not
Barbie
get
being
cancelled.
everything, she was one thing she wasn't. She was never a mother.
True.
Yeah,
She has a
because they didn't want her to also macam how to say?
Get old.
Not get old.
Stretch mark.
Being associated to motherhood. Like they wanted her to be like career wise.
Just
Mm.
want to fight the stereotype.
So when Mattel wanted to produce a pregnant doll, they created a new doll, which is her friend, yang Mitch tadi. So Mitch is the only one of Barbie's friends who
Gets
is a mom and was pregnant
Right.
because Barbie cannot get pregnant.
It's kind
I
of
mean,
interesting.
She's
Shouldn't
gonna be pregnant the whole movie.
She is pregnant in the movie.
So, okay. She's
Probably she is gonna be pregnant the whole movie.
That seems to be her literal purpose. Of
Yeah,
creation.
basically.
is she gonna
She
be
was
like?
introduced back in 1963. This is a specific date that I know. And after that, she was like discontinued. Wasn't that popular, but because of Barbie Dreamhouse, that series of Barbie on YouTube, they brought her back, and so Mitch became popular again.
Is she gonna be like those terrible show, how to say when they want to show like female power, right? So she's like pregnant and stuff, and then she's doing all of these things that you should not do when you're pregnant, like
She goes to space and everything.
yeah, like the most recent
Play
example I can
sports.
think of is Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2, where one of the characters were pregnant, right? But then she's at the front line. She crouches, she rolls, she literally jumps over a parkour. I'm like,
Like, wait. In the end, didn't the baby get stabbed? If I'm spoiling it or.
who cares
Yeah,
about
who
Last of Us
cares,
2?
man?
I
I'm
don't know.
willing to spoil all of Last of Us 2 to whoever actually didn't watch Last of Us 2, okay? Y'all deserve it. Right, so,
The mother.
yeah,
got
she
stabbed.
she got stabbed. She, I forgot what, but something happened to her that caused her to have like a miscarriage kind of thing. No, she, Ellie just stabbed her in the neck. And then,
she found out
and then
after.
Ellie opened the jacket or something, or the jacket opened, and suddenly saw like a big bump, and she's like, "Ugh, I just killed a pregnant woman." Even though she just killed like 100 other people, like literally
and then-
5 minutes
then-
before
then
that.
they
That
couldn't kill
pregnant
the last
woman,
one.
that's where she drew
She
the
drew
line.
yes.
But I think the line was past
Right.
Yeah.
few people ago.
I think it was season 1. I think passed already by season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
straight up.
fair, she stabbed everybody except the main villain.
Oh, that actually like.
That's why nobody liked the ending. It's like,
Yeah,
let me stab
because
this.
She literally killed. I think it's like. Okay, I'm just gonna go like a bit off tangent, and we're not gonna continue on Last of Us 2 after this. Okay, let's try our best to not continue on Last of Us 2.
Oppenheimer.
Right, I'm just gonna give like a 5-minute short thing. I think Last of Us 2 really how to say, suffers from a thing called character dissonance, where the Ellie in cutscenes and Ellie in gameplay, two different beings. Ellie in the game, chew, boom, bang, headshot, kill, everything. But then Ellie in the cutscenes,
Why am I killing everything?
I just killed someone. Oh my god, man! Oh my god!
Then after the cutscene, she just starts to continue killing more people.
Yes. Like in another thing is like a game. It's like she kills a dog in the game, which you had no choice, by the way. You had to kill the dog, and then like, out of nowhere you had to kill the dog, and then like the other main character, Abby, she was like, oh my god, she killed my dog. I'm like, I didn't have a choice. So yeah, that is all I want to say about Last of Us 2. I can go on a tangent and rant about Last of Us 2,
Yeah.
but I don't want to do that.
We've been there before.
Not right there. Not right now. But yeah. So
I
let's.
think we should make that the next session. You can talk about it for 3 hours straight.
We talked about Last of Us 2 last time.
Yeah, and I can still go on.
Okay.
Yeah, I can still go on. I
Okay,
still
we
have it
can-
in me.
we can
I got
continue
it
with the
all
next
in
one, I
me.
guess.
And he really is responsible.
Right.
Okay, Oppenheimer. Can you explain what the movie is? I have no idea what it is.
Oh, Jap Melter 3000.
Sorry, come again?
Jap Melter 3000.
The Jap
No,
melted.
it's not the father of nuclear bombs.
No, it's a,
Is it
Wait,
is
will
it
this
like
be
a
aired like in Japan as well.
I don't think so. I don't think
Oppenheimer.
I mean,
they
any
don't.
Japanese would care about the show, so I think it's fine.
They no, I think they would because
It's history.
what's another example? Godzilla is just a big allegory for nuclear war. So if they're not okay with showing nuclear wars, that doesn't make sense because Godzilla is literally like the embodiment of nuclear war. Like, of course, like if you watch Godzilla, it's like funny, haha, monster destroying stuff in Japan. But if you look at the Japanese films, it's talking about how does Japan actually respond to disasters like Godzilla, and he's full of radiation, so that also adds to the whole nuclear war thing.
But like talking about like, cause it's like something that's like it's a tragedy for Japan. Talking about that, remember Fallout 3 in
Fallout 3, yeah.
one of the main cities, you have the option.
Megaton.
Yeah. You actually have the option to set off the nuclear bomb, right? In the Japanese release,
And I do it all the time. Okay, sorry, what? Okay, continue.
I would too, to be honest.
The Japanese release. Okay, what about Japanese release?
You can't do that in the Japanese release because they found it insensitive,
So, I mean, that is back in 2008, though,
right?
right?
But I think like they've been.
But then
consistent.
Godzilla has been a thing since 1960. Okay, maybe you're right.
But
Maybe.
no, but like, see, Godzilla for them is more like it's the
It's the monster. It's not directly
Like-
saying
like
that. Oh
it's
look,
not- it's
Godzilla
not-
is
they
not
can
a
close their eyes and say funny haha, you know.
Yes.
But it's not it's not funny, haha. That's literally the picturization of the threat of nuclear bomb. That's what
Physical
Godzilla
body.
is.
Yeah, but I'm guessing it's different because they can just close their eyes and just think
Yeah.
haha, you know.
Yeah, I think it's because
Except
it's not like
If you put a
directly.
nuke,
It's
yeah,
not
if-
like
directly
it's
saying,
not a more
oh,
direct.
Yeah, it's not like Godzilla drops from the sky and the whole city goes kaboom or something. It's not the
He
same
comes
thing.
out from the
The water, yeah, exactly. It doesn't go like then it goes start.
So like the opposite thing, not from
Yes.
the sky, from the
Yes.
Yeah, what was the most recent Godzilla movie? Godzilla versus Kong, right?
yeah. I think
Yes.
so.
Still haven't watched it. I want to watch it though.
You haven't watched it? It's been
I
like
watched
it's,
the
it's been like
animated
years
one,
already.
Godzilla Black.
I mean, the last time you watched, I watched Shin Godzilla with her.
Oh, Shin Godzilla is really good.
I love Shin Godzilla actually.
He's
Getting
so
all this creative.
creepy.
Like, to be honest, I
The
really love the
eyes.
design though.
Have you seen Shin Godzilla?
No.
Dude, I just want you to just Google Shin Godzilla, the Godzilla himself. Shin Godzilla lah. Shin Godzilla Phase 1. Shin Godzilla Phase 1.
And to be honest, I actually kind of enjoyed it more than the US version.
Yeah, isn't this the one like the most scarier version?
Okay,
Oh
image.
yeah, that's one. One with opens mouth really big.
Yeah, that thing.
It's-
He's just a big fish thing. With like big googly eyes. And he was like going through the city and you can only see like his big eyes just like going crazy. And it was very creepy. It felt very unsettling.
Yeah, like isn't like the Japanese version is more like towards like scary things, and then the American one is like, oh, it's a big lizard that shoot lasers,
yes.
shoot rockets at this.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie. America is more into the whole action thing. Japan, majority of Godzilla
Horror.
is more on the not horror. Horror is correct,
A li-
but
little
it's
bit of
it's about
Like
the
disaster film.
the tragedy of
Yeah,
nuclear bombs and stuff.
Most of them don't really move the same way in the US films where they're trying to fight back, right? In most of the Japanese Godzilla franchise, they just walk and they attack lah sometimes, but just most of the time they're not that aggressive.
Yeah.
They're just vibing. I
They're
think.
just vibing.
Yeah,
They
they're
don't
just
have,
vibing.
like, a
Their
whole fight
purpose
scene.
is to destroy.
Yeah.
They don't fight back whatever that's
I
attacking
mean, to
them.
be fair, like there is a lot of attacking scenes. Like the Shin Godzilla itself, he literally just like crawls down and then like lasers start shooting out of his back.
Yeah, but he's not like for that. He's
True.
just
Yeah, true. Whoever that was trying to shoot it out of nowhere just. It was crazy. It was a really cool movie. You should check it out. Shin Godzilla is a very good movie. You should check it out.
Okay, back to Oppenheimer. Is it like a World War II thing, or is just literally just talking about the nuclear bomb?
I think it talks about the Manhattan Project from start to
Yeah,
finish.
like specific to
Or
that.
how it started the whole thing in a way,
Mm,
or
mm, mm.
It's
like a
more
And I
documentary.
wonder
like-
if they're gonna credit the woman that
they set off
that
the nuke?
figured out
Oh.
figured out the equation to set off the nuke. Because there was a very famous lady physicist
Mm.
that did figure out how to have the atom split right?
Didn't she
Right.
died from the radiation from
Probably
that
most
project?
no,
of
no,
them
she
died
did,
from
she did.
radiation.
She didn't.
I don't think she. Well,
Like later on.
like a
not
really
at
long
that
time.
Later
I
on.
think so because she managed to get a Nobel Prize. I know that
Oh.
she managed to get a Nobel
talking
Peace
about
Prize at least.
Madame Curie.
I think her name is Marie Curie. Yeah.
Isn't she like the one involved in X-rays?
I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry. Every time the word X-ray pops into my mind, I just remember like doctors can always say, "Oh, don't worry, the X-ray is chill." It doesn't
Instead
touch
of
the-"
run away.
But yeah. Okay, so yeah. I wonder if they're gonna put like, are they gonna emphasize it, etc.? Are they gonna show a scene where, Oppenheimer, Thomas Shelby, I figured it out. It's just
I don't think so. It's gonna be like a
Drop the nuke. He goes full of
stop effing fighting.
hey! He said it right.
I did. No,
Didn't he
it
directly
doesn't
say
count.
it?
It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Yes, it's right.
You know, it has to be explicit.
Yeah.
It has to be explicit.
Okay.
Stop effing fighting. Stop.
Drop the nuke. Stop fighting. Drop the nuke.
Have you all seen the meme Oppenheimer style?
Which one?
Which one?
Right. Should I say it?
The only thing I did see is about when they were doing like
Wait, hold up. Daniel said, "Have you seen the Nikola Tesla mid-credit scene?"
So like
It's
a
so
universe, a
stupid.
scientific shared universe.
Scientists
like,
watch
yeah.
that.
Bro, this is cinematic universe.
So like Isaac Newton, Nikola Tesla, Stephen Hawking, while he's able to stand.
No, I'm no.
no, he actually can stand in this universe. Stephen Hawking can actually stand.
Oh,
stand.
damn.
He couldn't stand since he was 12. 20, I think. So it wouldn't be
13.
any 13.
He was supposed to die around 40, I think. He had some kind of like condition, but somehow through like
The scientific cinematic universe. This guy, man.
wait, who would be the villain though?
Who would be the villain?
Graham Bell, the guy who created the telephone.
No, Thomas Edison stealing all
Oh,
their
yeah.
ideas.
Oh, yeah, for real,
Stealing all
yeah.
their ideas.
Yes.
If the guy who creates electricity versus the guy who uses electricity to make something else.
Of which he didn't even create. He just claims he created it.
He bought it. So yeah.
Right. He's just a businessman. He's like the old time Elon Musk.
Hey, he's the first one.
He
A
was
pioneer.
The OG, yeah, he was the OG.
Yeah, the OG.
I knew fucking ideas.
Do you want to know how I created electricity? I bought it from this guy. And now this is mine, so I created electricity. Nice.
So weird.
Yeah, you know one of the things that Nikola Tesla had an idea for. He was DC, right? I forgot.
Oh yeah.
DC
He was
Universe?
DC, right?
Direct current.
Is that wrong? I thought you were talking about DC Universe.
No. Like AC/DC,
He was-
not the band.
Yeah, he was direct current, right? If I'm not wrong, right?
Yep.
Yeah, one of his theories for DC was that he wanted to make it like radio waves, like electricity's everywhere. Like we don't have to plug into like the socket or whatever. It's just there. And I don't know. To me, theoretically, it doesn't sound right. But I'm not a.
What-
He
what
was
does that
he
have
was kind of
radiation?
cookie as well, to be honest.
He was kind of cool.
Yeah, he was kind of cookie.
But imagine if he got the funding, imagine if he
Right.
actually managed to do it. It would be really cool. Really cool.
I just charged my phone out of mid-air.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So,
yeah.
that's,
Yeah,
but wouldn't your
I think,
phone
yeah,
be
he-
constantly
like-
charging at that
Yeah.
point?
Wait, can you wait? Hold on. Speaking of like charging like that, did you notice that wireless charging makes your phone move less than if it was wired? Okay, so anyways,
What do you mean?
yeah, wireless charging you can only put it there.
Right.
Wired for
Oh,
wired charging
yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
Wireless.
So is
charging
it really
makes your phone
convenient
move
or
less.
not convenient?
Right.
Not, I mean, if you're a type of person that will use your phone during when it's charging, then it's not convenient. for you.
I would definitely if I'm gonna do wireless charging, I'm gonna do something like my whole table is a wireless charger, so I can just whenever I'm playing games, I just, you know, that kind of stuff.
Okay, new Linus Tech Tip idea, video idea. You can claim it next time. Make a whole rechargeable table and that's it.
I once saw a YouTube
Uh,
channel about that. It was pretty cool. Yeah, what's up?
Naga says electricity monopoly when, and man, Asfa looks like she's so done with her life.
That is actually very true.
Are you though?
I can vouch.
She's close. She's close. She's close.
She's close. She's this close. This close.
Wait, I don't want to sit here. I'm like directly in front of the camera.
the thing you mentioned, I think there was like a conspiracy theory that he like built a tower or something, and then like he asked his assistant to put like a light. The tower's like on a field, basically. It's on a field,
Yeah.
and he told his assistant to bring like a light bulb like 20 meters away, and like without any connection, it like, you know, what's the word? Nyala? I don't know the
Switched on?
Like
It's
it-
not switched on, is it?
nyala lah. Yeah.
Light out.
Light out.
Yeah. Right.
light
Right.
out,
Yeah.
Light up, sketches. Light out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did they light up?
No, I mean it's a conspiracy. There's no
This
like
is a
proof.
conspiracy?
Yeah, it's like his assistant.
Oh,
told.
that
So
big
it did light up.
tower.
Well,
and
no,
there's
Right.
his assistant said it did light up.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I mean he could be just creating stories lah. Like I mean one of the most famous conspiracies tied to Tesla is that he was contracted by the government to like build weapons for I think it was World War II or something, and like so he came up with this thing called like a cloaking device. So he beamed that cloaking device to like a huge ship, and apparently it went missing. Which like it sounds very cookie.
You know, for some reason, speaking of that, my teacher, chemistry teacher back in the days, he was a very true believer that like Nikola Tesla is still alive.
A Nicholas Tesla stand?
Yeah. He showed us a
Team
video. Okay,
Nikola.
during class, he showed us a video about like why he thinks that Tesla is still alive.
Maybe like
And then-
100 plus right now. That's like kind of impossible.
Yeah,
The
he said
electricity
like
saved
it's
them.
time travel, and then I thought it was
Came
just
back
joking,
true.
you know, because I was laughing at the video, but he was dead serious, and we're like,
Oh my God.
okay.
I think you probably watched like Ancient Aliens.
Team-
Do you guys
Team
know
Te-
about the show?
Team Tesla versus Team Edison.
Tesla.
Rap-
And he
epic
was
rap
trying to
battles.
convince a bunch of 17-year-olds, which is my class, that he was correct. And I was like, you know what? I'm just
He's-
gonna let you in your own world.
He's one of those dudes that just go like, bro, Tesla bodies Edison any day, bro. Naga, with the TikTok music in the background, he shows you the Nikola Tesla edits.
Dude, he would actually. I think he would.
Like is it edited on like CapCut or something, or
What?
or
It has to be CapCut.
it has to be CapCut at the
It's gonna
bottom.
be
right?
CapCut,
Yeah.
and it's usually like it's gonna be like the smaller version, and it extends to the screen, and then it has the kaboom sound, the kaboom.
Yeah,
effect.
yeah.
Like a
That's
fog
it.
music and shit.
Yeah, the pop music.
Uh,
It's like showing image as he's alive. Or something.
So
Naga
Paul
says-
Oppenheimer.
I just want to read the comments real quick.
Alright.
Naga says if a cloaking device was made and it went missing, wouldn't that mean the cloaking device worked?
Too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way too good.
Yeah. And Daniel says.
But how do you know though? Where's the pictures of it? Where's the videos
You
of
can
it?
see him though.
Bro, you can just.
Yeah.
It's right there, bro. You know?
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
right there.
Nah, I
did the
mean,
clocking
it's-
device work though? Like, that's the question here. Like, imagine that they did like, oh, we found it cloaking on the ship, and it shows like the gameplay of Crisis or something. Or you can try like, oh, we can see here the first person ever to be cloaked, and it's actually this Crisis gameplay in the back. And then you see just the guy activating the cloak in Crisis. Oh, we done it. We actually done it.
Oh man.
Okay,
Crisis, I
so
know.
on that note, if Crisis managed to create like a whole ecosystem on cloaking, right? Why wouldn't it not work on humans?
An ecosystem.
Yes, I mean they're like the most likely the only game who sort of does like specializes in the cloaking thing. So why would it not work on humans? Why have they not tried that on humans though?
Oh, you mean like the theory, like,
Yes.
like the theory that they had and
Yes.
stuff? But did they actually had like equations and stuff like that?
I don't know. Like how like
Isn't it just like made up stuff, man?
It
Yeah.
worked in Harry Potter.
so our special equation is CGI and
Yeah.
green screen.
Yes, yes. Best
You
ones.
could see the motion align watermark at the side. Okay, he's still talking about the Nikola Tesla technology.
Okay, yeah. Oppenheimer. Yeah.
So-
Actually, like I just wanna like fanboy a bit because I'm actually a huge.
Nuke fan?
Of
Yeah.
what?
I don't know. I'm just
Not-
saying like
Name every nuke. Name every nuke that's ever.
name
been
every
made.
city that got nuked.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki,
Oh, damn.
and if you're talking about the accidents, then it's Chernobyl and Fukushima.
He's got his facts
He's
correct.
good, he's good,
He's
he's
got his
good,
facts- he's got his
he's
facts.
good.
Hey, I'm a Fallout player, man. I like the. I embrace the.
I'm also a nuke enthusiast. I know it from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1.
I thought I heard Duke Nukem. See, bro, that is such an old name I didn't hear for such a long time. What happened to Duke Nukem, dude? Honestly,
It vanished.
straight up.
I mean, didn't they have like a
He got
new?
nuked.
Didn't they have a new release like a few years ago? But it was like horrible.
The most recent Duke Nukem
Oh no,
is the Xbox 360
sorry.
one.
That's Serious Sam. My bad.
Yeah, the only one I remember is the Duke Nukem one.
Yeah, from,
It's the
from
Duke
Xbox 360.
Nukem from the Xbox 360 era, and then it was like so bad.
I don't know.
All they did was like they just kept saying like swear words and stuff the entire time.
Basically Postal then. It's like Postal without the whole. It's like a story-driven Postal instead of like a random
Story-driven.
stuff happening. in
Like
Postal.
one of the scenes was literally like he was playing games while like having two women together with him. You know, I'm like,
Duke Nukem.
yeah, dude, no, that's one of the scenes, straight up. And I'm like, and then it goes, and then it just goes, oh yeah, I feel good.
And it was animated in 3D, by the way. It's not like Postal. It's like Postal has got an upgrade now, right? Postal 4.
Oh, that I guess it's speech for the dudes that's supposed to make
Is
a
there
nuke.
going to be a
Oh.
Hitler cameo in Oppenheimer?
Is it?
There was Einstein.
Yeah.
There
Can't
was
wait for the
Einstein.
Einstein reveal, man. Like it's gonna. Everyone in the crowd's gonna cheer when he comes on screen. Like, yo,
It
that's
goes.
like.
It cuts to black.
So
Dude, if they do a Hitler cameo, it might earn as much money as Cocaine Bear. Dude. Just wait.
okay.
Nice. We're
Would the
comparing.
Germans let that happen?
Would the Germans? Yeah. Yeah, Germans are very transparent about their history.
Yeah, they like the
They make even
Inglorious.
jokes about it.
I can't finish the sentence because it's a swear word, but Inglorious B. Right, you know the movie, right?
Oh, di ba-
Inglorious. The
Quentin Tarantino, right?
yeah. The Germans loved the movie. They was cheering at the end. Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising.
What's this?
Germans
My name's-
make fun of their own history.
Pretty sure the dude that is supposed to make the next Duke Nukem
Declared bankruptcy.
declared bankruptcy. I didn't know that. Well, sad.
Tough
And
luck.
also, by the way, my name's Einstein. seriously.
Einstein.
And then the whole crowd goes like, whoa.
Ding, ding, ding,
God
ding,
damn.
ding.
Wait, what is that Morbius quote again?
It's
Morbius.
Einstein. It's timing time.
And then he slides over.
Morbius was such a disappointment.
What do you mean? That's the best movie ever.
We have the
Period.
best memes ever. Because of that movie, we have good memes. First of all.
Yeah, I got good memes, but
Dude,
the
I
movie on
couldn't
its own
even
is
see
like
what was going on in the movie. It was a huge mess.
It's Daniel says it's timing time. It's
Einstein all over everyone. Okay. Yo, it's 9 o'clock.
So,
I think we should.
What cameo lists do you have for Oppenheimer? So we have Hitler at the moment. We have the Japanese
Stalin,
general.
Stalin.
Yeah.
Stalin, I gotta go Stalin.
Right.
Okay. Who's next?
We
have-
Daniel said General Tojo from Japan.
right.
Yes.
Right.
We have Theodore Roosevelt. Okay, we
Yeah.
have him.
I'll just say, okay, it's gonna be the Japanese emperor. There's gonna be a scene of Japanese emperor going, oh no.
Oh no, bro.
You've got to see like he's right behind me. Isn't he?
It's like, oh, what's that fall from the sky? Why is it getting bigger? And you go, boom, and as it goes
And
in.
then they put canned laugh.
They put a laugh track at the back of the laugh track. They put like a laugh track, yes. This is what we wanted.
Winston Churchill. Okay,
It's
gotta have
Winston
Winston
Churchill,
Churchill,
yeah.
right? Gotta have
Yeah.
Winston Churchill, okay. Well,
Do they have like the Malaysian army in it or something?
No.
Or what is it?
that's too far off
we're
already.
gonna see Pascal.
I mean, it was still part of the same war though.
Yeah, but we're all the way in
Um,
Britain.
fun-
We're not in America.
A bit of fun fact. Japan came on Kuantan first, and then Pearl Harbor. So when the Japanese invasion started, it actually started in Malaysia.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh damn, you were first.
Yeah, we
Have
got
you
it
go first?
first.
God damn.
Seven said sorry, by the way. Right, so.
Oh my God, Anna says Pol Pot. Do you know Pol Pot? Oh man, he's
So-
like a Cambodian dictator, communist dictator. Is terrible the stuff he did.
Okay, so
I don't think we should say that.
After Rahman cameo.
Are we allowed to say that?
I don't know.
After Rahman cameo.
Wait, so
just a discussion. That's not our opinion. Nothing.
yes, we're just making
we're
it
just
funny.
paraphrasing the So if you
Wait,
wanna,
so if Mao Zedong is actually in the movie, would they play his trap mix on it, or how is it? Like, you know, have you seen like the trap mix of the Chinese anthem? Would they be playing that during the whole scene of him? It's fire, by the way. It's fire.
Will they have Napoleon Bonaparte too?
What is he saying? Like, is he spelling like French rap or something? Legit random stuff.
Dead, baby.
This is not Oppenheimer. This is gonna be a whole meme because of it's
This
gonna
whole
make a lot.
conversation has been a meme.
I know exactly.
I'll-
So
Okay.
would there be like you know what would be the behind the scenes for that movie though? Like take one,
A lot of laughter.
boom, and it goes explode. Oh, we missed the house. Rerun it. And it's like it dropped like 15 nukes in the span of like 10 minutes because they keep trying again to release the nuke.
Yo, Daniel says Gandhi cameo.
Come on,
Let's
man.
go.
Let's go.
So-
Passive
so-
resistance.
They're
So
all
the-
there for diversity.
No.
Oh, and then like John Lennon's Imagine plays at the end, and everyone like cuddles.
Comes together, then bows. Thank you for the movie or something. Oh, like a whole play or something. But what like imagine if like.
I'm not gonna say the next
Yeah,
thing that Daniel
you know-
said.
What
So
did he say?
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
gonna
that's
say
a
the
bit
next-
too far.
We're
We're not
saying that.
taking that fact.
We're not saying that. Holy shit. To civilization. No, don't say that word. Don't say it.
Look at
Don't
it,
say
but don't say it. Look at it,
Don't
but don't
say
say
it.
it.
wait. Can you delete the last? Can you just delete that just in case? Just delete that one real quick. Sorry, Daniel. We gotta take it out.
It's like a
Report
reference
to
to
the
civilization.
Man, overboard. Okay, but yeah, like
Man
back
really
to what I
took
was.
agi hidup agi kelaban, you know?
I was stopped at fanboy, and then like you started. I'm actually a huge Nolan fan. I've watched all his movies. and
Nolan. Oh, yeah.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
I mean,
what other movies did he make? Did he
Inception.
make Inception?
Inception.
Batman
the
trilogy.
Yeah, the Dark Man.
Oh, he made the.
There's the
Knight.
Tenet thing.
Oh
I-
yeah.
Funny thing about that, I was so hyped for Tenet. It was like peak lockdown. Everyone's like, "Oh, you can't go," you know, and all that. But like, I fought my way, went and watched the movie. I was like, "That's all."
Bro, the
I
movie
was
was
so-
really confusing to watch.
Like, I like the action scenes and all that. I'm not sure. Have you seen Tenet?
No?
No. It was on my playlist, but I never watched it in the end. Never
The only thing nice about it is the action scenes, cause it's like the hero will be moving forward in time, and the villains will be moving backwards in time. So like the stunt choreography is like so mind-boggling.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why he says it's quite confusing. Maybe that's the reason why.
No,
No,
but
the
like,
confusing is like
the
the
plot.
consistency, how it's supposed to tie together. It's not really about time traveling. They say it's like time inversion.
Oh, okay. I guess it's understandable then.
So more Christopher Nolan movies are like. I can't name another one right now.
Did he do any
Those
more?
are all
Oh, I
the
like
ones I
Memento.
Oh,
Have you seen Memento?
Yeah, that's one.
That's really good.
What was the
Those
one
are the
about
old ones I
the
can just name off the top of
magician?
my head.
Oh,
Didn't he make that one
in
space
something.
movie?
It was like
Oh
two
yeah,
movies about
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that movie
yeah.
too.
Yeah, pretty good score.
yeah.
Don't know
Interstellar
about
at the end made me cry. I mean, it's very slow at the beginning, but the ending is
Ah,
like,
so there you
Right.
go.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
A bit of fun fact, you know there's like one scene like basically the house is like surrounded by crop fields, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They actually had to construct that
Oh yeah,
for the
I remember that fact.
yeah.
Oh.
Another fact. Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue first.
No, you tell.
Okay, another fact about Interstellar I love telling about this is that that scene with the black hole, right?
Oh yeah.
Where they showed the black hole.
Right.
They actually had to like do a simulation for it, right? And they actually consulted experts and stuff, and then they actually made a proper simulation application. But the thing about black holes is that they weren't supposed to have any light because it's a black hole.
Right.
But in the movie, it was bright, and then they were like, "Hey, why does the black hole have these rings of light and stuff?" And the expert just goes, "Of course. Why didn't I think of that?" Yeah, because apparently it's true. They added stuff into a simulation of how a black hole is supposed to be. The black hole does something that was outside of that was outside the result that they expected, and then all of the experts did all the experts did while watching that scene was, oh, of course, I didn't think of that. And then they actually, and then Interstellar as a movie actually helped in research for black
Right,
holes
yeah.
because of it.
It's pretty impressive.
Very dope.
No, sorry, what did Daniel say?
Yeah, well, I can't read Tamil, so I actually.
I
have
know
to
you use the
Yeah,
translator.
okay.
Yeah, so what did he actually say?
And then goes back.
You guys keep talking. I'll
Can
try
I
to-
see like the top of it?
Yeah, the one guy. One scene in. I guess he meant Tenet,
yeah,
where the guy goes back in.
But why is
time and
it why is
goes-
it in that language?
Oh, you know that scene where basically there's like one scene in Tenet where like in the starting of the movie it's like it seems like he's fighting a bad guy in reverse, but then later on in the movie we realize he's the bad guy. He fought himself. It gets confusing, but like
okay, so it's like a
Oh yeah, the airport scene, right? It's not really at the beginning of
it's
the movie.
like it's just the one-on-one fight.
Yeah, the part really
That's
confuses
like
me the most.
those, but I like that so much. Like watching
Yeah.
that on theaters was so nice, cause it's like that's what I expect from a Christopher Nolan movie. Something that's like minimal CGI. Like I think he even crashed a real plane into an airport, even though it's like just a 10-second scene. That's the kind of like the effort he goes to. What?
What was it? Hiroshima Residences, where Christopher Nolan's trying to get a realistic shot.
so we're definitely not
Are
asking him to
people
like a
staying
movie in
Hiroshima?
anywhere in New York. Definitely
No.
not.
Right now, as we
No,
speak,
right?
Hiroshima, there is people living there now,
No,
right?
cause like
Hasn't
Hiroshima.
the Half-Life already?
Yeah, the Half-Life is not that huge
Yeah.
compared to Fukushima and
So
Chernobyl.
so if I'm not wrong, there are already people living in Hiroshima right now, right? Because
Right,
of the radiation's not that high anymore.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
still
even
possible
the other
to
one.
do
I mean,
that.
the only one that's like nobody living there. I think it's only Chernobyl, right? The one that's-
Fukushima.
Fukushima is one
Fukushima.
because it's a giant nuclear explosion,
Yeah.
and Chernobyl's another one.
Yeah, I know.
But Chernobyl is
It's like it's healing.
Chernobyl is habitable in like what, another 20, 30 years?
Yeah, but Fukushima's like 100+ years, like a long time, really long time.
Oh, okay.
You guys know about that story where there was an $8,000 US
No, the place.
What $8,000 US?
Yeah, Daniel, can you like elaborate
That
on that?
is.
Very
Do
random.
you know how little that
That's
helps?
Sorry, what was it?
That.
What is he
He
right?
said
Do you know about
800
the movie with the $8,000 USD sofa? Do you know how little that narrows it down?
What
I don't
movie
know
has
what
an
you're talking about.
$8,000 so far?
The
I have no
Simpsons.
idea.
They use it every time. What? For the intro.
Oh, Daniel actually fact checked me and said no, Hiroshima has nobody living there right now because there's a lot of earthquakes.
Oh,
not because,
okay, but
not
it-
because
it's
there's radiation,
different.
but because
different
it's
reasons.
too many earthquakes.
Right.
I see. Right. Oh my god, it's already 9:10.
Oh yeah, you have like. I think you can just. Oh, by the way, like Iman's not doing his show, so he said we can wrap up, so we can just keep talking lah.
So, is there anybody else coming on
No,
today?
it's
or-
just
No.
us.
Oh.
This
We
is a
can talk
full-on
until we're
nerd out
tired.
show. Talk about what?
We can talk until we're tired.
Ah, right.
You can talk until we've covered the whole ecosystem of nuclear bombs until like 12 o'clock or something.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
I didn't say that. So that's not my quote of the day.
Yeah, that's what Putin said. No, I'm not saying.
No, isn't it like some kind of soundbite? I was just praising the soundbite, by the way. I don't actually want. I mean, nuclear bombs are
Twitch,
legal.
clip it, please. Clip that.
Daniel, clip it real quick. Well, what a good first video to come back to. Well, since DJ Saujin said he's not gonna help and that we can just wrap up afterwards, I think we should take like a 10-minute break for a bit.
Right.
Then we can go and let's just continue and talk about how long we want.
Okay,
Right.
what's supposed to be the next topic though?
But yeah, basically, like, I just want to wrap the whole thing up, like what we've talked about. We just memes. We didn't really talk about the movie.
Oppenheimer, hype, Barbie, hype. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, that's basically all it is. Yeah.
yeah, basically.
Good summary.
Can't wait for the Nikola Tesla credit. Credits.
Cameo scene.
Alright, do you have to say the phrase?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. So you've been listening to Radio MMU, your.
Ultimate multimedia tunes.
This is DJ Retro, and we'll be back after a 10-minute break. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Radio MMU,
Your ultimate multimedia tunes.
With back again, DJ Retro with me.
DJ Spidey.
DJ Malicious.
And DJ Katsu.
Our Barbie lore master has taken leave after this because we are no longer talking about Barbie after this.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. I don't think we ended on a good note when it comes to Oppenheimer. I think we can talk a bit more, but let's not go into the memes of this real quick.
Yeah.
Let's just actually
Let's
talk
explain
about
the thing,
movie,
explain the
right?
movie,
Let's
yeah,
actually
explain the
talk about the
movie.
movie real quick.
Right. Cause so far when it comes to Nolan movies, it's always been about sci-fi, and then like his earlier stuff was like mind-boggling. Like there's no, the genre could be something else, but the thing that pertains is he always wants to boggle your mind. He wants
True.
he wants to like deceive you. The way I see him is like he's like a magician, and his medium is a movie, the film, right? But what Oppenheimer is different. Is a biography, something that's totally like outside of his field, right?
It's like a
Kinda
real
like
story.
Dunkirk.
He can't do any like mind how to say like
Like he can't play tricks on
he
you
can't
in
play
this
tricks on
movie.
your bike or like out of the way he just died. Like, at the end of the movie at the end of the movie
No, the-
Oppenheimer comes back and he goes, Oppenheimer, don't do it please.
No, then he goes like Terminator, I'm back.
Okay, sorry.
Oppenheimer's back, and this time he's not gonna be a crybaby. Have you seen like the memes, like like one dude like he goes like what's that, and then like on top is like Oppenheimer when the bomb he specifically built to kill 9
It's
million
like
people
Yeah.
kills 9 million people. Like what? I didn't know that.
There's also another one where it's like it's like an epic rap battle thing. So basically, it was Crying Baby versus the Nuke. Have you seen that one? Crying Baby versus Nuke.
Oh.
I didn't see.
So it starts off like the first part is like a little baby crying, and then the second verse is a nuke that just drops. So that's the end of it. It's just random as hell. Like it's just very random. Like who made this? It was hilarious.
Like the meme I mentioned, that kind of brings up an interesting point. Like, cause like, yeah, I know he was not really forced, but he was involved in like building the bomb for like what the military convinced him was a greater good. But then after seeing the devastation of nuclear radiation and stuff like that, it was like completely against nuclear bombs. He went around the world trying to say, hey, don't develop this stuff. He even came up with he even quoted the Bhagavad Gita saying like, I become that destroyer of worlds. Like that's the kind of movie he was in. But wouldn't that have like dawned on him when he was already working on the bombs? Don't you think? Like I think that kind of raises a good point about Oppenheimer.
That's kind of the issue I have with that kind of that part of history though. Like, I still understand why would he be upset about that though.
I think it's because he didn't expect it.
Upset.
I think it's because he didn't expect it to be so effective. Like, it was all theory.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, true.
It was all theory until it happened.
Exactly.
And that's when he knew that
He
human beings should not have this kind of power.
Right.
Especially after the theory ends, alright.
I also saw like a comment on one of the memes. He said like, whoever the bomb was going to be made eventually. Just be thankful that the guy who made it was actually remorseful about it. It could have been like a guy who like, yeah, hell yeah, kill those guys.
but then,
True.
I mean, I guess that's the point. But wouldn't they need bigger planes for that though? Like imagine they just create a whole AC-130 that's huge, and the whole thing is just a nuke and it just. So be thankful, Japanese people. You could have not existed at all after that.
I don't think they had that kind of power.
I think they did. Cause the Manhattan Project, I'm not entirely sure what was the motive of it, but I'm pretty sure the motive of it was to
Try
do
and,
something to make
um,
Japan surrender. Their motive was do something to make Japan surrender. It was not take Japan off the face of Earth,
Yeah.
Not just, I think it was not really that. Like World War II happened, America realized that it could be, because up until then it was not actually in the war until Pearl Harbor
Yeah,
came
yeah, of
after
course,
when
of
Pearl
course.
Yeah,
Harbor
they
came
were
They were-
just
they were
yeah
against
they
the
were
war.
just vibing.
Yeah.
They were just vibing until one day Japan decided to shoot Pearl
Right.
Harbor,
It's
and
like,
then like
yo, what the hell?
and then Hitler probably was like, "What did you do?" Yeah, man.
Funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
But that's a response in like the Morse code. Funny. It's just,
Funny.
it's everything.
Bro,
It's just funny.
like he just brings it out.
Yeah. Oh, F U N. What's another N? Y. Is there any more? No. What do you mean? It's just not funny, bro. What are you talking about?
But yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting topic to just bring up,
Right.
like
Okay. I got the Wikipedia up.
of what?
Of the Manhattan Project.
Yeah. What was the
um,
motive?
It basically America realized it could be involved in World War II at any point. So before they enter, they want some weapons, some good weapons, and so that's how the Manhattan Project came up to be. The motive wasn't the bomb necessarily, but any kind of weapon. Yeah, any kind of weapon that if we were to get involved, this could guarantee our victory. That was the point of the Manhattan Project. Right.
Mm. But yeah, so it just goes back like, how would Oppenheimer be so, how to say, surprised that his death machine was a death machine? Is because yeah, like I said, all of it was just theory that entire time.
Right.
Every single thing about Manhattan Project up until they dropped those bombs was just theory.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that he did not expect was just how effective and how powerful it was.
Right.
Because he was like, okay, I'll probably take out Fukushima. You'll probably take out
10, 15
Hiroshima
people, yeah.
for like
Just felt like
10
this-
for like 5 years, 10 years
Yeah.
max. Then he just boom, and then you just see how big it was,
Right.
how devastating, how many people they have murdered basically.
Right.
Just felt bad for the like.
Although
it's
I
like
think,
indirect
um,
murder.
Hey, keep talking.
No, I'm saying that you can go with.
Like imagine you were just thinking about, okay, let me just drop this bomb. It may go a bit of an explosion, but that's about it. Then some other scientist goes and says, what if we add some like radiation in this thing? Like, wouldn't that be nicer? You have a good point. Like it could have just been a normal
Get
explosion.
a raise.
Yeah, get a raise.
You talked about like not realizing how effective it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of on that note, America did actually send out a plane to drop flyers saying like, "Hey, we are gonna bomb this place up. If you want, you can
Please leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, please leave.
I actually had to like
Then,
make sure I was telling the correct facts, and
yeah,
yeah,
and then-
that was the
Oh,
case.
really?
Yeah, and then the Japanese
Yeah.
people picked up the flyers and they were like, "Man, I can't read English." Nah, I'm
No,
just
like,
no.
I think
Imagine
I'm
it
pretty
just
sure it was in Japanese. I'm pretty sure it was in Japanese.
this is how the leaflet looked like.
Yeah, it was in Japanese. Yeah.
I just showed the people if they want to see.
It
Imagine
was
if-
in hiragana, guys. It was in hiragana.
Imagine if they had like Photoshop back in that day. Like this put it like they put like the picture of Uncle Sam holding a nuke and
I
saying,
want you to
"Get-
leave.
leave now."
I want you to leave.
Yeah, exactly. Like they just put like images instead of like a whole like writing. Just put like an image on it. It says boom. Or like this those 4 letters on it. The whole transcript like a whole paper just boom. That's it. That's the whole thing.
But yeah, like what you said, the point of the bombs were not to kill people.
Yeah.
It's because Japan was invading on a rapid rate and they were not stopping for anything.
Yeah.
And you want to put a stop for that, you have to like show like, hey, don't mess with us.
Yeah.
So that what happened.
Yeah. True. So they did try it in Japan. Why didn't they try it on Germany as well?
No,
Probably because they were
I think-
almost over,
Yeah.
Oh,
almost
it was just
winning
close to the
already.
end, wasn't it?
No, it was nearing the end.
Yeah.
Nah, Japan surrendering was literally the reason the war ended.
Yeah.
I think they already got Hitler.
You have to understand that like they were not really it's not like one force. Yeah, they had.
Yeah. I mean, they were
shook hands.
they were same axis powers, but they weren't working together in
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
sense,
they
right?
were
So,
after like different things.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Japan
like
wanted
isn't
Asia.
it like the Italians also?
No,
Yeah.
Italians were with the Germans.
Yeah. And then they were like, Germany said, no, you're not strong enough. So.
But it was how to say? I think it was because I remember the reason World War II ended is because Japan surrendered, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong.
Wasn't Japanese the last?
Yeah.
The last
like-
So
ones to
if I'm not
surrender,
wrong,
right?
if I'm
Like,
not wrong, following the
H-man
timeline,
killed himself before the.
yeah, following
Yeah,
the
yeah.
timeline, a
Oh,
guy
yeah,
with
that's true.
mustache killed himself already at that point.
Yeah.
And then they're like, let's make sure
It stops.
nothing else happens. Let's make sure,
Right.
Yeah. Because that was the time where Japan was starting to invade Asia, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like
at a very rapid rate.
and also was it also Russia or no?
Not Russia.
No, Russia,
Russia,
Russia
no.
was a allied power.
No. I mean, weren't they also invading Russia?
No.
I don't remember my
They
facts
beat
from-
Russia though. They beat Russia, but
was
I don't
Germany.
think they were invading anything Russian. They were at most they were invading stuff that was Chinese, I think.
Like China.
Oh, China, Vietnam, those kind of thing, wasn't it?
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Not even Vietnam. They just hate Chinese specifically.
I mean, they still do, right?
Chinese, Korean, and then in return, China hates Korean, Japanese. Korean hates Chinese and Japan.
It's
Yeah,
always
so it's
the
a hate
same
triangle.
looking people that will hate each other.
Hey.
Those are the Indians.
Yo,
I
come
didn't
on,
say
man.
that. I didn't say that.
No, I mean, like, I'm taking my own example. Like, Indians, right?
Yeah.
They have a caste system.
Okay, guys, he just didn't finish his sentence, guys.
Right,
Okay,
yeah, no, I'm pointing out a fact that I've observed, that's all. Okay, and like the caste system,
but that's
right?
extremely dangerous way to start your sentence when we're talking about Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans.
No,
and
but
then
no,
you
no,
say-
I'm pointing out that it's kind of like you think when people look like, okay, this guy has the same skin type, you know, his
Facial
features
features.
are the same. I'm probably gonna be with him more than someone who's not. Like in a way, caveman kind of mentality, right?
Unga
Yeah.
bunga, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, inside of that happening, it's like that's my first enemy. I rather like ally with the guy over in Europe
I
than ally with the guy like my neighbor. Right?
Alternatively, I think the how they saw it was basically like you're a cheap knockoff of me, you know, like because they look similar but then they're not, right? So they look like you're a cheap or knockoff version of my people.
But like it's ironic because like they all share same like their culture. They all like come from the same
Same background.
yeah, from the same inspiration and stuff like that. They have like shared stories. Like Buddhism kind of covers that whole area anyways. So it's like ironic that happens more than like, hey, instead of us fighting, why not we group up and like kill, like get those guys who don't look like us, who don't share our culture.
Well, to be fair, that's what Japan did with Malaysia, and then Malaysia actually helped them out.
Sorry?
Yeah, that's what Japan did to invade
Yeah.
Malaysia,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
then Malaysians actually agreed with it.
Yeah. That's
What was it,
allied.
Japan.
Oh,
What was it?
yeah, but that's like propaganda.
Huh? Yeah, that was propaganda.
But then they're still, like,
But then
invading
yeah,
us
but then
in the
you were right.
streets.
It's like they took the fact that they were Asians, and then they were like Asia untuk orang Asia.
Yeah, I
And
remember
then,
that from the
I
sejarah.
mean,
lah.
Japan said, "Ha, I was kidding. Now it's my turn to do the damage."
No, I mean like I meant like without the backstabbing. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah, of
actually
course, of
being
course,
genuine
yes,
about
yes,
it.
yes.
Like,
I mean,
let's-
they were genuine the first few years.
I don't think so. No, they were like.
I mean another example of people hating each other is just like literally us, and like our neighbors down there, Indonesia.
Okay.
Oh,
But I think it's a little different because if anybody attacks Indonesia, I'm pretty sure we'll help them out. To be
yeah, it's
honest,
not that. It's like more like banter, right? Not like serious hatred.
depends. Are you talking about football? Football is where the line is drawn.
Yeah. Oh no, the football is where the line is started.
True,
That's
true.
why everything goes downhill when it's football. Anything else is just normally memes.
Right.
But yeah, true. But yeah, it is a bit different because we don't kill each other. We're just there.
Natural born
We
hatred.
just like to. I really consider us like the Southeast Asian countries like Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, right? Indonesia. We're kind of like you can say that we're more like a family, right?
Same
Siblings.
same but different.
Siblings, right? So we like to make fun of our siblings all the time, but nobody else can attack our siblings because if we attack the siblings, we're like, hey,
No.
I bully him. You don't get to bully him, okay? Yeah, that kind of thing, which I think is the normal thing that we have in Southeast Asia, lah. Southeast Asia. But yeah, it's Chinese, Japanese, Korean, or like Northern India, Southern India,
No, I think, like,
Pakistan.
it's more like banter.
Pakistan, Bangladesh, all of them more or less have the same features, look the same and everything, but for some reason, there will be a group of people that was like, I don't want to be the same.
Right. Like
You
in
know?
India, you could just cross the state and then they'd be like, hey, you're not my guy. Like, hey, get out of here. Right. So ironic. But yeah,
Hmm.
about Oppenheimer, another thing that I'm kind of hyped is he apparently recreated the atomic bomb
Huh? Huh?
without the radiation.
Of course. I mean, just all like for the effects, isn't it?
But the thing is, there's no CGI. He said it's practical.
Huh?
Yeah, isn't that the meme or something that you made, right?
The AI generated thing, right? Like
Yeah.
the cameraman's there and it's like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I think probably the way he's gonna do it is like.
It's just gonna be like some city in Detroit.
Yeah, they recreated the effects without the CGI. Yeah, exactly.
What was it? Like, he's just gonna drop a bomb on Detroit real quick.
Now, what state can we bomb that would not make any difference anyway?
Tell you what.
Let's
the
go
last
to
thing-
Ohio.
Let's go to Ohio.
That drops a bomb in Ohio. So, oh, okay, that's a bomb, yeah,
He
alright.
probably does the reverse in Ohio. Like, he actually makes the place better a bit.
It's like, oh, I saw that thing yesterday. It's another one today. But okay, so if he's creating, I mean, at first it's just creating the effects, right? Is he actually creating like a real bomb to try?
No, I
out?
think it's just more or less like
like smart
he made
pyrotechnics lah.
he made
exactly,
he
yeah,
made
okay.
the he of course he recreated the mushroom,
Yeah,
the
he
mushroom
just
cloud.
actually form a mushroom cloud. That's
Yeah.
all it did.
Yeah, yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Like, have you seen the original? Have you all have watched Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
You know, like everything is practical on
Yeah.
Yeah, they use
So like
miniatures.
you see the AT&Ts, it's
Yeah,
like huge and stuff, but actually they just
miniatures,
green-
right?
Yeah, miniatures. They move it, they shoot it
Yeah.
one frame by frame, and then they just green screen the yeah.
The rest.
So it could be something like that as well, like
Eh?
just like recreate the bomb on a smaller scale, and
And
then
just
like you
exaggerate it.
exaggerate it with
Zoom in.
yeah.
It's like zooms in. Oh, okay, bigger picture.
But yeah, I'm hyped for that as well. Matt Damon's there, Robert Downey
Yeah,
Jr.
the cast
playing
is pretty packed though.
yeah, Emily Blunt, pretty good actress,
Oh yeah, John Krasinski's wife.
right? So yeah, it's more or less my hype for Oppenheimer.
Where is it? July, right? The release.
I think
Same with the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
20 July.
July also, I think.
also
Yeah.
hyped for Barbie actually, cause not for like Barbie reasons.
That's
Ryan
for the
Gosling.
memes. Do it for the memes.
Not only that,
That's
but the director Greta Gerwig,
Greta
she's a
Gerwig.
really good director. She made Lady Bird. I watched that movie. It's really good.
The one with what's her name? Saoirse Ronan was it? The lead.
I'm not I don't really remember, but it's a good movie lah. I know that. Right. So that's my thoughts on it. That's what I wanted to talk about, right? Why it diverged into memes.
It just can't be helped, bro. It just can't be helped. First thing I saw when I first saw the trailer, honestly, I just saw Thomas Shelby. Dude. I'm not even capping, dude. He always Thomas Shelby.
Oppenheimer style.
Drop the bomb, lad.
Are you joking, blood?
And then the president's like, get that crybaby out of my office. Then silent pause. He's right behind me, right? Then canned laughter.
And then he just goes, he does the interview thing. I've become deaf, mate.
No, I've become sleepy. The go over to bed.
Come on, man.
Oppenheimer is just a goofball, you know.
Definitely.
The world's like the OG in being silly. Like, oops.
Ah, damn! I erased the 2,000 people. Oh my god. Anyway,
He's the
this actually killed that many people.
he's the
Getting bored. It's like, oh, wow, that killed a lot of people. Was that the right thing to do? Maybe, I don't know. And then if anybody claims that they created the bomb, said I didn't drop it, so it's not me. I didn't drop it. I just like made the thing, but they dropped it. So don't look at me.
yeah. Who was the pilots that actually deployed that? I was like, how come we don't know about them? Like the pilots that actually deployed it.
Confidential, I think. Because
Yeah.
like, they
Oh,
would
because-
have-
Imagine if the Japanese people know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, he's the one who
Not
dropped it.
even just the Japs.
Anybody.
Shouldn't say that.
Anybody.
Not no, I mean like the Americans too. Like a lot of people are against that word, you know, hippie
Ah.
culture and stuff like that.
Ah.
They're against war. So if they find out who actually dropped
I
the bomb,
think-
they'll be
I
like,
think World
why
War
did
Two
you do
is.
that?
I think World War Two is actually different. It was called the Enola Gay.
For real?
Yes, it was called the Enola
Was
Gay.
it
True.
spelled like that too?
Yes, it was called the Enola Gay. I remember that.
Wait, he also said sometimes I forgot that Sean Shelby was during the World Wars. It means canonically he would be still alive during Oppenheimer. Cameo?
Thomas Shelby in the cameo list? Yo!
Then like Oppenheimer's crying in the corner of the room. Then the dark room, like you can see the doors open. I'm here to help you.
You
Then
can
Thomas
see
Shelby-
a guy in a coat and then like takes out the cigar. No, sorry, not cigar, cigarettes. Take out the cigarettes.
Let's get him, lads.
Let's go. Stay frosty.
I think that's Captain Price. That's the new fan.
But yeah. I wanted to say something before we read Enola Gay.
You know, lesbian.
Come on, man.
I didn't say it. Don't look at me. I didn't say
But
it.
it's not. I'm just
Yeah.
thinking things.
So,
I'm
man,
gonna cut this all from the board for sure.
what did I want to say? What were we talking about? We were talking about confidentiality.
Confidentiality.
Yeah.
And what if the Japanese people knew who bombed Hitler or
Right.
dropped the bombs?
Who bombed Hitler? Not bombed Hitler.
No, I said
He
dropped the
bombed
bombs.
himself.
Yeah.
When-
Hitler bombed it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
no, like-
Ah,
Your grandfather says he killed Hitler. Then you realize who killed Hitler.
oh.
do you remember now? What you
Nah,
were
I
talking
don't
about?
remember. You know, I'll just continue. Right. On the topic of like other hype movies, right? I just wanna like go on a bit of a tangent before we start the next chapter, next topic.
I think we can just stay on this. I actually have more movies in mind to talk about.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
like
so
another movie that
Before
I'm
next week, watch Guardians of the Galaxy before next week.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not interested. I don't buy into the hype.
But Guardians of the Galaxy is the movie trilogy that you should, out of every single MCU movie,
Yeah.
you should watch.
Other
trilogy.
than
No,
Avengers.
I watched 1 and 2. It's quite good. I remember I watched 1 in theaters especially.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I just kind of don't have.
I
the
heard
mood to
I heard
watch
number
the third
3
one.
is just the magnum opus.
Right. Speaking of movies, will you watch the FNAF movie? How many shrieking neurodivergent kids are going to be in the cinema hall? Oh hell no. Okay, actually about the FNAF trailer, right?
Yeah.
I'm not impressed. Like the red eyes thing, like, it's not that scary, man.
Yeah, why wouldn't they
They
just
look like
use the black
Nicholas-
eyes though? That was
Yeah, that one looked nice.
Not like the white ones, like the glowing white. Is it glowing white? Oh, the black ones.
The black ones.
Complete
Right?
No,
like,
black.
the pure black one.
Yeah.
I found
yeah,
the
like
from
just
the FNAF.
like reducing
Is it
stuff.
pure black only on Freddy though?
No, there was a scene with Bonnie there was a hidden, not hidden lah, Easter egg in the FNAF 1 with Bonnie staring directly into the camera with black eyes.
I mean, he still does that in the first game, right?
Yeah, but that's what they're talking about lah. Why don't they just use the black eyes version, you know?
Let me see the trailer. I didn't see the full thing.
Also, like I don't think this movie can top off Nicolas Cage's FNAF movie.
Oh yeah, Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah. Oh god, have you seen
He
that?
instantly got it. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't remember the title. Nick Cage fan?
Yeah, it's alright.
Did you
I love
watch
watching him.
Did you watch Pig?
Pig. No, I haven't.
No,
Unfortunately.
you should watch
Dang,
that.
really? Okay. Hey, yo, speaking
is
of
a
Nicolas
fan.
Cage, you know Nicolas Cage is did you know Nicolas Cage is gonna come to Dead by Daylight, the video game?
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was some kind of character. No,
No,
just
he's-
Nicolas Cage.
It's just Nicolas Cage.
Just
Straight up.
Nicolas
Nicolas Cage.
All you need is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I thought it was like a character of
Okay.
what they dragged
It's a
in that movie.
spoiler, but I'm not gonna say a spoiler, obviously.
Really?
I mean, the movie hasn't been released.
Mr.
No, okay,
Afton?
but here's my thing. I'm not like I don't feel horrified by it. It's like
Yeah.
like it's okay. I guess.
I mean, if they did it properly, then yes. But it looks kind of goofy, doesn't it?
Yeah,
The-
exactly,
I mean,
that's
I
my
mean
But
the,
then-
the
but-
animation of the red eyes looks
but-
kind of goofy.
To be fair, the first game was goofy in nature.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, but at least it was scary though.
the reason it's scary because
Yeah.
It was new at the
I
time.
mean, I probably get scared maybe like the first hour or something. Then eventually, when I keep saying the red eyes on Freddy, it's gonna be like I'm gonna start laughing or something.
Honestly, yeah,
And
I
it's-
don't
when it
really like
pops out,
the
it's like,
trope.
oh,
Yeah, I don't
okay.
really like the red eyes trope because it's like so like
Yeah,
evil
it's-
robot red eyes,
No,
you know.
the black eyes it's better because feels like
that's like emotionless a bit.
Not
But you
emotionless, like,
but to
you just
translate
don't know what's going on
Right,
actually.
but to translate that to like the live action, you can't see that, right? You can't. It's really hard to put proper lighting on that kind of thing. Don't you think?
Okay, fine.
I
That's
mean,
fair.
if the movie, if the movie is gonna be like maybe 60%, 70% dark, which it probably would be, then yeah, the black eyes don't make quite a lot of sense. But I don't know. I still don't know what to think about it being free roam. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, he's walking around,
Right.
checking
There's
everything.
no like.
Yeah, like
like-
FNAF was just in the room.
What
and it
what
just-
what do you like? What's the alternative then?
Yeah,
if it's not free
that's,
roam?
that's what I was gonna say. Like, I mean, but then again, him sitting in a room for 2 hours is gonna be like, okay, you're just gonna be
I
bored.
mean,
out
do
your
you want to
mind.
watch the what was that? That was that old movie. What the guy stuck in one place, payphone. The one where he's stuck in the payphone, where he's like, guys, I cannot go out of this payphone. There's a sniper aiming at me, and and I'm gonna get killed if I get out.
Movie.
Huh? What?
That was a goofy ass. It's like that movie where like the whole thing happens in a Zoom call. I forgot what the movie was.
No, it
called.
wasn't a Zoom
Oh,
call. It was a
uh,
very old movie back when payphones were still a thing. So it was actually just on a payphone the entire
I know
time.
what he's talking about. Like the
No,
the
but
Zoom,
like the whole thing happening in just like one space.
Yeah.
the Zoom meeting one. You know, where
And then he's
slowly
like-
his friends die one by one or something,
Oh, yeah,
right?
Isn't it
Isn't
right?
it unfriended?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Alright.
different-
Yeah, but I'm not talking about unfriended. I'm talking about like a different movie where it's like, police
But
and
isn't
stuff
that, like,
comes in.
Oh wait, is it the one where like he goes into
He goes into a telephone
right,
booth.
right, it's like an action movie,
Yeah,
right?
he goes into a telephone booth and then he's like, if you leave the telephone booth, I will kill you. And then like the whole movie is just basically like, I can't leave this booth, please
the-
understand.
The actor
Yeah.
was like a bit famous. Forgot his name.
I forgot his name too.
Yeah. He's putting his hand in the blender. What? Skype movie.
Oh, he's talking about unfriended.
Yeah,
Ah,
Unfriended
Sorry,
was
Unfriended.
Skype, man. It's not Zoom. It's Skype, man.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so going back.
No, okay, but can you beat a movie where you have Nicolas Cage bashing in the skulls of these
Yeah, no.
yeah, you can't beat that, man. That's like peak. You know? Like how do you come off of that? I know it's not horror.
Well, in terms of cinematography and cinema, I definitely wouldn't be. But in terms of profits, though. In terms of profits, though.
Looking at I just watched the trailer just now. It looks more of like a kids movie, if you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Not like a kids horror
Because
movie
that's the
type thing.
target audience. You know,
True,
like game
yeah,
theory.
yeah.
Talk to audience.
Honestly, the first, if you're gonna make a movie about the first ever FNAF, right, you should take into account that majority of people that were there during FNAF 1 is no longer kids. They're all teenagers at least.
Exactly, and that's what your target audience would be, you know, because like you're saying, oh look, my the games I used to play is now like, you know, a whole movie now or something.
Mm.
So I mean, the target audience should be more towards like teenagers and stuff. Or maybe I mean even adults like it though, like
Right.
Darko, Markiplier, 8-Bit Ryan. You
What's
know,
that about
Speaking
57?
about Markiplier, Iron Lung, the game.
What's that about 57?
Sorry?
you haven't watched him playing Iron Lung?
I love Iron
He's-
Lung.
yeah, he's making a movie.
Yeah, it's called
He-
literally an Iron Lung movie.
You know,
Iron-
fun fact about the Iron Lung. In the game, the submarine never moves. That's it.
Yes, I know. I watched a YouTube video explaining the whole system of it.
Yeah.
He just moved
The
like
submarine
the submarine
never
is just
actually
there.
moves.
So there's like it's like a moving dot in the map. So when he actually takes a picture, he spawns
It's
spawns the thing
based.
there.
It's based on the point thing, and then it just spawns whatever's supposed to be in front of you, and then it prints it out.
Like based on coordinate wise, right? Something like that. Like
Yeah.
coordinate wise, he just spawns it, then snaps a photo, and that's it.
Yeah.
And even the fish, like it's not even the whole fish, just the head.
It was just
The head,
zoomed in.
yeah.
head.
Just at the end, just zooms in into the thing, and that's about it. Yeah, that's the whole game. But it was designed very good though.
Yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
watch it. It was
I
actually
don't know
quite, it was
how-
quite fun when I watched it. I did my friend.
I don't know how Mark is gonna do it because he's gonna be the main character.
Yeah.
in
Right.
Iron
So is he
Lung.
gonna be like sitting in a submarine for so long?
I mean that's one thing, but
like-
one thing I don't really like about Markiplier being the main actor is that I'm not sure whether he's gonna be good enough to make me forget that he's the funny haha YouTube guy.
Oh, I mean the seriousness of the game. You mean right?
And the movie, but then the entire time I'm just gonna be thinking about
Him
who's that the
playing-
butt of 87? The entire time. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
My man's.
That was a copyrighted song, by the way. Oh God.
I mean, he has acting roles. That is true. He has acting roles, but
Was that on?
he's
Markiplier in Space?
his
No,
Markiplier in space is one thing.
ringtone? Was that on? Was that caught on microphone?
I
Little
I
bit,
could
little bit.
barely hear it,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
yeah, you
good,
could.
because it's copyrighted music. Jingle jingle.
Yeah, he's part. But like how to say Markiplier in Space was okay, I guess,
I guess
because
because it was an original concept, maybe that's why, isn't it? Not?
probably.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like an actual horror flick, it's one of those things. Like for
Yeah.
example, if Adam Sandler decides to make a drama, right?
Adam Sandler is Batman.
Yeah, Adam Sandler as Batman. You're
Goofy,
not.
yeah.
You're just gonna be thinking it's Adam Sandler, the guy from Click or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it would be also the same for like Ryan Gosling as well.
Yeah, that's
And
why.
then who's the other guy? The one that was on Bullet Train. What's the again?
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Exactly, Brad Pitt. Like you would be thinking it's an action movie, then he just starts making jokes out of nowhere. That's exactly the whole thing.
That's just sleep.
Like yeah, in fact, yeah. So like it's just how to say.
Like,
That's
then-
why a lot of actors they don't want to be typecasted, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They don't want to be like typecasted or
yeah,
like
yeah.
keyed into like certain roles, all that jazz.
Because it doesn't fit their personality wise, doesn't it? Like
No, of course
No,
you,
not
keep, you
that.
keep getting that. That's
Because
all.
you
Oh, I
will
mean,
keep,
being
because you
in-
will keep getting that
And
role,
if-
and you cannot grow.
Right. And if
Oh.
the genre dies out, you die out as well. You can't actually transition. That's the
Mm.
problem.
Like a good example of like a one that died out was it was a really famous actor that just died out because the movies weren't needed anymore.
Which one?
Like who's a good example of an actor that was really popular back then, but that was because of the trend of the movies, and then once the trend of movies ended,
The guy,
he's like gone.
Brendan Fraser, I think he would be an example.
Well, I think that's different because Brendan Fraser was blacklisted. The reason he didn't show up in movies anymore was because he was blacklisted.
Right. Okay, that's one.
Man, I actually don't know.
I guess like lot
I
of
can't name one right now. Actually,
most of
maybe
like,
maybe
some-
they're that forgettable.
the examples I have in mind are like stuff from the 40s and 50s. I actually watch like old stuff. Are you familiar with just keep talking. I'll
Bro,
try
the
to
only
look up.
50s or 60s movies I ever watched was 11 Angry Men. Right, so
12, bro.
12.
12. And it's a fantastic movie.
yeah, I love that movie.
Right.
The Switchblade reveal,
Yeah.
love it. I love the Switchblade reveal.
And that was Sidney Lumet's first movie. He's like a fantastic director as well.
One thing I really like about that little movie was one of the people there,
Right.
the bigot guy. He is the father of an actor that I really enjoy watching right now. You know that big, tall, old guy.
Uh-huh.
He's always in lawyer flicks, or he was in Young Sheldon.
Right.
He was in Young Sheldon. Forgot his name. Do you guys watch Better Call Saul? Any of you guys watch Better Call Saul? You guys know Clifford Maine?
No.
I can't remember.
The one of the lawyer friends of Saul that was not an a-hole. Like not mean. He was not mean to Saul. In fact, he was one of the more understanding guys. He was one of Howard's friends.
Oh, okay.
That guy with the glasses? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was. I just found out that his dad was in that movie, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Right, so going back, I want to actually talk about this whole thing.
The typecasting, right?
Typecasting.
Yeah, okay, I actually got the name. His name is Humphrey Bogart. He's like one of the most famous like actors in the 40s and 50s. But like although he's famous, he stuck to like one kind of movies for most of his life, which was like
like a one trick kind of thing.
not
Kinda.
really-
Yeah,
not-
you
not-
can apply that. You can apply that. Like another example is there's a guy that always is always casted as Hector, the Latin.
The every Mexican guy being a Hector or something like that. But I think I know what you want.
There is
I
an
know what you mean.
actor out here that is literally every single one of his roles
Is
is a
Hector.
guy named Hector.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know who, but he's a Latino actor.
Let me Google him.
Is it Hector Salamanca?
No, it's not Hector
No, no,
Salamanca.
like,
But
chance
he
to
is
look
a
at me,
guy-
Hector.
Is a guy where his literal discography is literally characters. They're all named Hector.
Right. The
this one.
stereotype Mexican dude.
Yes.
Is his name?
What?
Noel Guglielmi.
Show his face, and then like I'm pretty sure Dan is gonna be like, oh, this guy.
This is the best time I Google shot.
I actually have no idea who that is.
But every single one of his roles is literally Hector.
When he plays
Oh, hello retro. Oh, Yashwin. Hi. How was your midterm? Test. Yeah, tell in the chat. We can talk about that.
So yeah, typecasting, etc. I think that's like very scary about like
Yeah.
movies and stuff. And what
So,
you wanted? You had a point with like Bogart, right?
Okay, so like before he was famous, basically he was this like he was playing like small time gangster roles, but he stick to that the only reason he got more popular was when he was casted as someone to play as like a retired gangster. It kind of like aligned with what he's been so far. He's
But
been
it's
playing
it's a bit different, but it's still the same like
right.
ecosystem of gangsterism, right? In a sense, no? Or
No, because he was literally playing a gangster, like
Yeah.
a small time gangster in like movies, like
Yeah.
various movies for like 10 or 20 years. When he gets casted as someone who's like in the movies is a gangster retiring, it's literally like him being exhausted from playing the same stuff. Like he gets to project that, right? And like more or less his movies have always stuck to that type of typecast. It's like the strong guy who's like weak now. And like that kind of continued for every movie. But why he was famous because like he got he got the correct movies in his line lah, basically. But even that was like when he was in his 40s, right? He's been doing it for a long time. Then when it works, most of the actors back in the 40s and 50s, it was really just like if you're good at something, you're just gonna keep doing it until
stick it until it just dies out, and then you try something new or you don't.
like the first time where it was like the actor was like, I'm not gonna do the same thing again was Marlon Brando. I'm not sure if you know, right?
Yeah.
The
The
Godfather.
Right, because he's the guy who popularized method acting, which is the whole point is I'm not gonna repeat the same type of behavior, the same type of gesture every movie. I'm gonna be a different I'm gonna look like a different person in every movie. That's like the thing lah.
I just remembered Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese
I
and
love his
majority
movies.
of the actors,
Oops, sorry.
like Robert De Niro,
Robert De Niro or Al Pacino?
Al Pacino. Yeah.
No, I'm actually asking you. Like,
Huh?
I'm actually asking you, Robert De Niro or Al Pacino?
I
Who would
prefer
you-
De Niro.
De Niro.
Yeah. I just didn't like De Niro in his latest, The Irishman.
Have you all watched the trailer for The Killing of the Sun?
The one with
The
Leonardo,
Flower
right?
Moon, I think. Huh?
The one with DiCaprio, right?
Right, DiCaprio, Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I think I've seen the trailer yet.
But
No.
okay, so yeah, so like that's another example. Huh?
I have watched The Irishman though. Is it like that's the 3-hour movie thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerd.
It's a
Yeah,
good
but,
movie. I mean,
uh,
it was nice, but
It was nice, but you can kind of tell that
Just
Robert De Niro was old. The way he
Yeah.
walked.
You know,
which one is he again? Is he like the main cop? Is it?
Yeah,
Like
He
the
was the
main-
Irishman, the Irishman.
Yeah,
The main
because the
villain,
mobs-
main character.
the main
sorry.
character. Oh, okay.
because
okay.
the Italians were the mobsters. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
because he's Irish, he stood out.
Okay, anyway, so what was it? No. I wanted to talk about how like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, they were kind of typecasted as like, you want a mafia guy?
Look
Yeah,
for
but-
him.
You want an
but-
Italian mafia? Like
but
that.
The thing
But I
is,
think it's
like,
different because Robert De Niro actually did get into other roles.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the ones that I never seen outside of the Scorsese movies. Like Al Pacino was one of them, wasn't it?
No, not really.
Uh,
You want a piece of me?
where was I forgot the name of the guy. The guy, the very old guy with glasses.
Oh, Joe Pesci.
Pesci.
Right.
Like Pesci's one, like I never noticed him in other movies. And even if he does show up in other movies, I'll just be like, he's that mafia dude. You know?
Yeah, you only recognize him because of his one role.
Oh, he was in Home Alone. He was one of the thieves.
Mm. But still,
I
was
mean,
like,
it's kind of like doesn't this also go back to like anime or something? Like when you have the same voice actor from different animes, and you say, "Oh, I know this voice, I know this guy." Like he's playing,
oh look, it's
and-
Dio.
yeah. Then he's playing like a father role or something. It's like, I was like, okay, I know this is Dio. Like, okay, but it was me, Dio. Like the meme sticks. Like it doesn't change. I guess the whole thing.
Yeah. Duncancino, yeah, Duncancino.
Okay, going back to Markiplier's movie, right?
Yeah.
I can see what you mean by it being the funny. Like remember there was this one like scene in his gameplay where he said, "Oh, why is it getting bright in here?" And then it suddenly turns around, there's like a big fire at the back end, and so extinguishes the whole thing. Imagine the movie doing that. Like all serious, right? It's navigating. Why is it so bright? Oh, there's a fire! Shh. Like the whole mood changes, and then it goes back to okay, why were we again? We were navigating this.
What if the movie is just him playing the game?
It's just
Hey,
the
like-
whole movie is just his YouTube video. It's just his YouTube video.
But yeah, I'm just wondering how he would. I'm just wondering how he would actually create that movie. Like, would there be anything else beside like because the whole game of Ireland was basically just you're in a sub, you're taking screenshots or like pictures of the outside world that you're navigating, and you have specific points, and that's it. Like, what
That
else?
might be like
happens?
creative, like
additions.
deviation. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're just gonna be the whole movie about submarine, it's gonna be like like. I mean,
I think a thriller happening all in one area can work.
Yeah, it can work.
It's what it's kind of what you want for FNAF, you know. It's
Find
kind of what you want for
myself
FNAF, where
right.
it's stuck in one room. In this case, a submarine, and
I mean, if it's played out well, then
thriller.
it's probably fine. If it's played out well, but I mean, if it's like the acting is fine. I think.
I just remember that one Netflix movie about the it was Future of Humans or something. Mother, I Am Mother. You guys haven't watched that?
No.
Damn, dang, you guys should watch the Netflix
What, the
movie
robot one?
Mother.
You said one about the robot?
It's one about the robot.
Oh yeah.
The one about the robot, and then it was a child that she found a woman to let into the base, and then the robot mother was like, no, she's like, no, that kind of stuff.
This just sounds like AI.
You should check it out. It's actually a really interesting movie, and I actually really like it. Okay, so going back, that's the thing about Markiplier being tight. I don't think I can see him other than funny haha. But that's what people said about Bryan Cranston before he entered Breaking Bad. Because when he was when he was casted in Breaking Bad, people just looked like, really? The father from Malcolm in the Middle,
Right.
So maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. If he's really good at acting to make me forget, then sure. But I have a feeling that it's gonna take a lot to make me forget that it's not Mr. Bite of 87.
Is that a bite of 87?
But yeah.
Imagine this is one scene where he's taking the picture outside the boat. And it's literally like a Freddy Fazbear head or something outside.
And then,
Is that the
and
bite
then,
of 87?
then you hear the hoo, hoo, hoo.
But still, I want to be interested in of course it's all color, but when he actually takes the picture, would it actually be in color or no? Like, do you think? I remember there's
I completely forgot how the pictures were in black and white,
Yeah.
but I think it'll be black and white.
yeah.
I think it'll be
Or
black
do you
and
think
white.
it'll be like animated or something? Like, I mean, it's a picture though.
It's a
so
picture.
Yeah, a picture though.
He
yeah,
prints
sure.
gifs. He just prints.
And then the fish is just like moving back and forth. Like, oh, that's a monster. So then moving back and forth.
Was that the fish of Eden?
And okay. And also, do you think he would include the whole? I would say like half an hour of him doing the second part of Iron Lung, where they actually added lore into it. Like they added like the whole, because remember there was like the laptop at the back which did absolutely nothing, and then the second part is a whole database in it. Do you think it's gonna be like half an hour the first movie of him just reading everything throughout? Like okay, so this is a satellite. Okay, it was made on this planet called like how do we say, like maybe IMG or something. Planet IMG. Then it's just IMG. Oh, in IMG this and then, it goes on and on and on and on.
Not sure.
'Cause
I
I
think
know
that
there
would be
was-
too
there
much
was-
exposition.
Yeah, but I mean it's still part of his
Yeah,
game.
but that would be goofiest.
Yeah, that's the way. Like, would you
It'll
think
be
he would
exposition dumping, and I don't think a lot of people will like that.
Mm.
To be honest.
I mean, I actually haven't. I mean, in all fairness, I haven't actually watched Markiplier in Space before, and of course, didn't PewDiePie also make a movie like years ago?
No.
Not a movie, but
They-
like a whole
they
series.
tried.
Scare PewDiePie.
They
Yeah.
tried, and then
The whole
the
Jewish
bridge
thing
happened.
No. It wasn't the bridge. That
Was
like
it back
later.
in 2016?
No, he hired like two guys from India to hold a sign saying, "I hate,"
Oh,
and then
wasn't it very close to the bridge time though?
Bridge was 2019. That was 2017.
Wait,
Oh,
20,
yes.
the bridge was 2019?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I thought I was 20. Huh?
19.
PUBG.
Yeah.
PUBG was long time ago lah. PUBG was 2016, like 2017, like that lah. No, I remember playing it when I was 15. My
No,
friends.
he had the hair, man. The hair was like late 2018 to
I have-
2019.
Man, my timeline's all messy. My timeline of things are so.
I mean,
so
I
messy.
haven't watched him in years though. The only thing I see is on his Instagram sometimes, like when he moved to Japan, when he got married, and now he's having a baby. So
Right.
very nice. And Maya passed away. Yeah, that's one other thing, yeah.
When did
Say
PewDiePie
the N word.
bridge
Did it,
happen?
did it like that song from Lil D?
2017.
What?
I can't say his name because it's like a cuss word.
Can you write it down?
It was in 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
When was
No,
Scary?
Freaky Friday with Chris Brown.
Oh, what about Freaky Friday, Chris Brown?
No, like there's like one part in the song where it's like, can I really say the N word? And like,
Oh, okay.
And then he just went like a fall in like 30 seconds.
Exactly.
What up? What up? It's just like.
I mean, is it like kind of like that one Logic song that he did with Eminem? He basically also said the N word in it.
I didn't
I think
actually
like
hear
Logic
that.
is.
I mean, yeah, he's half black, isn't he? No, like I think his
He's
father.
actually half black, right?
Yes, he is half
Yeah,
black.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind
So.
of weird though. Like,
Yeah.
to
I mean, of
see-
course, yeah, because you kind of associate with like all the skin color too. But
Exactly.
yeah, but some people are genuinely half African, so. Okay.
Light skin.
So I want to go back to talk about movies real quick. Another one movie that I am really hyped up about, and I can't contain my excitement for, is coming in
Dune 2?
9 days.
Oh,
9 days?
Spider Verse.
Yeah, 9 days. Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse is on the what?
Second.
First and second.
Is it?
First of June.
Some trailers say first, some trailers say second. So I don't know which one is us.
1st of
So
June.
I'm gonna
yes.
assume it's second.
I have money
For
at that time.
GSA, it's actually 1st of June.
Huh?
For GSA, it's 1st of June.
Nice. Nice.
So you're gonna watch it on release date or something or what?
I will try.
Probably
That's
second,
hype,
because
yeah.
I'm gonna watch it with my high school friends actually.
I really want
okay.
to watch.
I also know, but I
Spider-Verse.
have an assignment due on the 5th of June. I have 2 assignments due on the 5th of June actually.
I just. It's 1 day of holiday. You have another 4 more days.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if my housemates have money for that. I mean, if they have student price, then definitely I'm watching. But they don't have it. Nothing I can do about that. Because
But yeah. I think I am so hyped up for Spider-Verse, seeing the trailer, seeing this and that, theorizing what the movie could be about, which I do have my theory if you guys want to listen. Have you seen any trailer?
Yeah, I've seen. But it was kind of felt weird though. Like Spider-Man 2099, he was like really buffed compared to the last time we seen him in the first movie. Like, I just don't know what happened.
Yeah, he wasn't hot enough in the first movie. Right, Barbie lore maker, lore master. Miguel O'Hara wasn't hot enough in the first Spider-Verse movie, right? Now he's a lot more hotter. She says yes.
isn't who's the new villain in that movie?
Miguel O'Hara.
No, Miguel O'Hara's more of an antagonist. The actual villain is called Spot, actually, I think.
Yeah, the one who can
you-
traverse through
Oh,
dimensions. Isn't
The
it?
one,
Yeah.
the actual bad, the actual
Yes.
big bad is
Yes.
the
The
yeah,
spot guy, yeah.
the cat and the
Yeah.
one that looks like a cow.
Yeah, I mean, there's the funny people said, imagine how OP this guy would be. I mean, in some sense, he is.
Like he could slush you midway through the portal and just close it.
Yeah, so okay. Now thinking about it, would he be the Marvel equivalent of Obito?
I don't know what that is.
I
You
can't
know-
make
you know
I
Obito
can't
from
I can't make
Naruto?
that comparison.
You don't know Obito from Naruto?
I can't make that comparison
Oh, okay, that is
enough.
fair enough.
I don't know enough about Obito to actually make that comparison.
I mean, okay. So basically, his Renegan, his eye could like. I mean, it's not really.
He's the guy with the circle face, right?
Yes.
The circle mask.
Yes.
Yeah, just to be sure.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, he doesn't really traverse 2 dimensions, but he has like a different time space in a way. Like he has his own personal time space, and then like if he wants to he cannot really disappear, but just moves his body parts to the other dimension. Like he can go through people, but like walking through it, so you cannot really touch him if he activates it. But at the same time, he also cannot do anything to you as well because his body is not basically non-existent. Yeah, just like you can see his figure and everything, but not the body itself. So would Spot be almost not identical, but somewhat the same? Because if you see, he puts his hand through the like the dimension portal, and actually appears on the other side. So like, wouldn't that be the same thing? No.
Not sure.
The only thing is where does he end up though? That would be the interesting part. Where does he actually end up? Does he
He
end
ends
up
up in the
But
Oppenheimer movie.
I think one of the
so it ends up in the Oppenheimer movie gets blown to bits and one scene suddenly just gets blown to
no, the nuke is gonna fall into him and then drops into the Spider-Verse. Yo!
bits. So then the whole Spider-Verse ends because Oppenheimer actually dropped the nuke in New York, in Spider-Verse New York instead of in Japan.
Oppenheimer, but he has spider powers, so he like swings from buildings, saving all the Japanese people.
Or he's the one who actually drops the bomb. He actually pulls it. He actually throws it like
Hey,
he
hey,
catches.
hey.
He catches the nuke like midway. He just
Spider-Man has the power to lift a 15-ton jet. Okay, that is 100% plausible, bro.
No,
That is
imagine
100%
like the nuke
plausible.
is dropping and say, "Oh, Spider-Man!" It's Japanese version, right? It has to be Japanese version. Like, I mean, this makes sense, right? There has to be a Japanese version of that. Huh?
The Japanese version of Spider-Man.
Have you seen like the voiceover summary of the Japanese version of Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
No, I mean, bro has a gun. I'm talking about the old stuff.
Oh, okay.
And like,
yeah.
there's a.
I think I remember which one. I think
there's
it's like a.
Were you thinking of Penny Parker?
Huh? What do you mean Penny Parker?
No, like we were talking about Japanese Spider-Man. Were you thinking of Penny Parker, the anime girl Spider-Man?
Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like an actual Spider-Man, which is actually Japanese.
No. Like, you know the show, right?
The very old show, la, the 1960s
I
one.
think I have seen it before. I have seen like snippets of it.
Yeah, no one's seen an actual
Yeah.
episode.
It was quite funny though. I think that's one is like
He uses a gun. There's like there's one part where like there's a girl trying to commit suicide.
yeah.
And then like he has spider powers.
Instead of like he goes up the stairs, right? Yeah, he goes up the stairs and to the end, don't jump. Then she jumps like, oh, okay, well, she's dead. I gotta think about that. And then she runs down, and again, so he runs down the stairs again. Say, oh my god, you killed yourself. I think it was that one. Okay, so referencing guns in Spider-Man, there is another thing which I find funny as well. Like, have you seen like Demon Slayer by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the latest episode though. Oh, I
No,
didn't watch the
not
episode.
latest episode, but the one character. Like everybody
Wait,
has a
he-
sword, and then this one guy just pulls out with a shorty.
Yeah,
Like
has a shorty.
shoots the damn demons. Like,
yeah,
yo!
I
remember reading that in the
Yeah.
manga.
Genya.
Genya, yeah.
I remember reading that in the manga. I was like, yo, this
Did-
guy
have
has a gun.
you
What the
watch-
hell?
have
Where's
you watched
everybody?
Demon Slayer? Okay, so
How
take
did
this
you not
take
watch,
this
bro?
out. Imagine this, right? For 3 seasons, 3 darn seasons, we watched dudes with just swords killing with the demons and stuff. And of course, the demons, they had special powers, so they have like a leaf blower or something, whatever, right? So we're like, oh, that one a big surprise. But then in like 3 episodes ago, out of nowhere, taking out a sword like normal. This demon slayer pulls out a gun. Boom! And we're like, what?
Bro, it's fucking
And
mad.
also like he consumed demon blood. That's why he can survive the.
Yeah, he's a demon. Yeah. It was something.
temporarily.
Huh?
He consumed demon blood.
Oh, when he cut the thing, is it? When he
I'm not sure when.
he
but
was it when he was stabbed and then like hey no, but then he doesn't eat. Okay, he doesn't eat.
No, he's not a demon.
But then how come he doesn't eat then? Like at all?
I don't know about that, but basically I just saw spoilers lah. Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk about
We
it.
don't, we,
So,
don't, we, don't talk, we don't talk that
Yeah,
far,
let's
but
not-
still,
let's
it's
not-
still
Did you
funny
see
though.
the new episode, right?
not yet.
The one that came on Monday, I think.
No.
No,
Yeah, like,
same.
this
also.
this week I
wanna
haven't
spoil
watched it.
for you.
No,
Can I?
Right.
I also haven't. I actually
Can I?
haven't watched it.
Oh yeah, okay. Basically, like so far there was like 4
Yes.
split demons, right?
Yeah, I know.
And
that.
Yeah,
then
the last
the-
thing I
The small
saw.
one, right?
Huh?
The small one.
Yeah, the last thing we
Yeah.
saw was the Genya blocking the spear demon.
Mhm.
Then the spear demon, and then like Genya's like, oh, go kill the little guy. Yeah, that one.
Right,
That's the
right,
last thing I
right.
saw.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like what happens is,
Okay, mute this mic. Let them say anything. I haven't watched it as well.
I think it doesn't matter here, right?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Can you try talking into the mic? Try
yeah,
talk-
test.
Yeah, it still goes through.
Oh.
He has to turn off the mic to
let's-
make sure.
Daniel said, fun fact, that's the reason why Kamen Rider and everything else that came after it exists. Oh, the
Spider-Man.
thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, Genya just has a gun.
Just said American breeding. So using the gun is you know the breeding techniques, right? Water, fire. If you're using a gun, it's a American breeding technique.
Yeah. Okay, so I've seen Adam said it says basically before World War II.
Right. The
Yeah.
Taisho period or something like the
Wow.
1920s. That's why they have to train. and stuff.
Oh, are you telling me like the season finale of Demon Slayer is gonna be them looking up Oppenheimer?
Oh
No.
god, that's so hype.
No. I
I'm
think
so hyped.
basically, I would say it would be like
The,
they're fighting the final demon, like apa tu the top 3 of the whole rankings,
Michael
right?
Jackson, yeah.
Not Mike Jackson before him.
Muzan.
Muzan. No, like before him.
The grandfather.
Yeah. Imagine doing that, and literally the one like Genya upgrade. Like imagine Genya does upgrades like in the middle of the whole thing.
Oppenheimer movie reference.
Like imagine him doing
The-
upgrades.
The
like,
demon the whole time was the Americans.
that's a very strong.
The real demons were the on the way.
I thought Muzan was a threat. Look up Oppenheimer, baby. He's coming with a bang.
Yeah, and the real Michael Jackson goes like,
So there will be like the season finale. So Muzan just like when Muzan walks into the frame, he just moonwalks back into the frame as a demon.
yeah, and at the edge of the screen you can see like.
But okay, so imagine if Genya actually did that. Like imagine he was doing like upgrades throughout the whole season, and then like the end of the season before they kill off the character, which is probably likely to happen. Imagine him just pulling out a whole bazooka from his pocket instead. So instead of the whole shotgun thing, he just pulls out a bazooka. Like, okay, demon, you ready? It's just the whole thing. That's
Oh,
like
what if he collabed with Oppenheimer and made
he dropped the nuke instead.
He dropped.
So
he
where
dropped
does
the-
he pull it
dropped
out
the
though?
nuke in the demon
from,
dimension.
from his comically large pocket, of course.
Because the inventory pocket, the GTA inventory pocket. But like, yeah, that's true though. So it's just like nuke breathing and there's like swirls. I think there's a whole nuke drops. It's kind of like Fire Force. You know, like that one, the guy in Fire Force, the one who, the farmer, like the Chinese guy, because he's obviously Chinese. So his powers basically he can create anything using his fire powers. He can create grenades, bombs. This is one scene where when he's fighting like I guess you can say like this whole, kind of like I was just say like a clan or something because they wear all white. I don't know, it's not that kind of clan, but you know what I mean, right? Like a whole thing. Basically, to defeat this girl, he drops a bomb. Literally almost like a nuke, basically. Like it just drops and it clicks, kaboom. So imagine if he does that instead.
Right.
Like he calls it. Oh, so what is his final power be an AC-130? Okay. Like imagine an AC-130 just calls like he just phones it in like an AC-130 comes a gunship
But
comes
he
off
needs to
above.
get a 30 kill, 30 kill streak first.
So he gets 50 kills. He drops the nuke with 50 kills. So what if he gets more than 50 though? Does he get like the what's this thing called the war machine or something? Like he goes in an armor with like a grenade launcher, infinite grenade launcher.
Like
Hasta la
a
vista,
a
baby.
mecha drops from the sky.
What is that one game that the Russian Badger played?
The
Yeah.
Russian Badger.
Yeah, where he played like this whole game where they were in mechas and everything. Was it
Titanfall.
No. There was like this one. What is it? Like the one they're fighting like all the spiders and everything, or like the spiders invading like Japan, America, and then the final, like you can call a whole Gundam to fight like a dinosaur or something. Oh,
Okay, you want to say that?
yes. So, I think that could be a great finale for Genya. He just comes in with a plane to move.
Oh, that's Earth Defense Force. He's talking about Earth Defense Force.
Oh.
Defense Force, yes. So basically, you're fighting like lizards, a big spider, it literally can call a whole Gundam or something, like a whole like mecha in it. Imagine if he just does that instead. Like comes with a whole mecha, like Muzan is this big, and then this mecha is like 50 feet tall or something, just blasts him or
But
something.
on God though, if Genya can ask a swordsmith to make a gun, why doesn't everyone ask for guns? You know?
True, exactly.
Like, and
Why
don't,
doesn't he use
and
a-
don't
why doesn't he
come,
use a
and
bigger
don't come to
shotgun?
me saying, "Oh, it's for the honor of fighting, etc." We like to fight with honor. Well, guess what? That doesn't matter when you're dead.
No, but
Just
I
pull
think
out the
like,
gun.
the real reason.
So how does he
because-
commit suicide? Like you know how Japanese people, like if they make mistakes, they
Oh,
do that, right? So does he just blast himself or something?
What they call that?
Yeah.
Seppuku, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, so I continue.
No, I think the reason why is because they need the Nichiren blade, like a type of blade to actually kill off a demon. You can't just use any weapon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, so
but
his gun is not special. It's just a gun.
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think
Either
so.
either that
Because
or
Isn't
his
it
gun,
like infused with demon blood or something? The bullets in
no,
it or
no, no.
something?
He would have had to use a Nichiren bullet, like a type of metal.
Yes.
but the fact that his bullets can cut off
Oh,
limbs
another
and
thing,
stuff, doesn't that
I
make
just
it
remember.
Nichiren?
I think maybe he made the weapon because he can't do any breathing techniques. So like having that kind of
Imagine being his instructor is like, Genya, Can
I
you
want
do
you to shoot
any?
those
Can you do
targets."
any breathing techniques now? He was like, "I'm sorry, sir, but this is all I got."
Kenny,
Ima- im-
I told you to do the breathing technique, not be an American.
Like imagine the funny part where like when he's fighting the demons or something, like a new demon who doesn't know who he is. So, whoa, where's your sword? Okay.
Where's your sword?
Oh,
Here's your
oh.
sword. Here's
Sorry,
your sword.
man.
Was it? Here's your sword. This weapon fires. This weapon costs $400,000.
It's
Fire for 12 seconds.
I don't
So-
know why, but I imagine like a GTA kind of like
you mean like Trevor coming out of the bank with the minigun or something?
it's just
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 like,
pulls it out of his pocket real quick.
yeah, just like the village is calling. Oh, there's a demon in this house. Okay, I'll kill it.
Oh,
The
there's
demon
a-
is waiting for him. Oh, it's gonna like, bang, kicks the door in with a minigun and says, "You have 5
Bro.
seconds to show yourself before I blast this whole place."
Bro, even better, man. They'll be like, "There's a demon in the house." Oh, okay. Can you get out of the house real quick?
You're welcome.
Destroys the whole house.
Destroys the whole house. Doesn't even shred the demon at all. You're welcome. And imagine the demon does like the whole village as well. Just blasts every house in the village is just gone. But like a few weeks, the whole village is gone. I think it would be much funnier. But I think a minigun is a bit overkill. He should have a grenade launcher with him instead. Okay, so where's boom? It takes a few seconds to get so the demon's like.
Are we talking like a Team Fortress 2 demo map where it has like 6 bullets, or are we just talking like just 1 bullet and then like every time we or like are we
Oh,
talking about
like
are we talking
Left 4 Dead type
every time
style?
or every time he just shoots 6 times it goes in the middle of battle?
Hold on.
Hold on, wait, hold on, I'll give a moment.
I think that'll be much funnier with a revolver, like out of bullets. Okay, spins it around. Like, okay, jams. Oh, wait, my bad.
No, even better, he doesn't even have a clip, right? He pulls them one by one.
Oh, basically like what's this guy from JoJo? The one who actually literally his stand is literally a gun.
I don't
Mista, the one who basically his whole stand is bullets. So basically he has a gun
Yeah.
and he shoots the gun and his stands actually help direct the bullet kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that far.
I haven't watched Golden Wind yet.
I haven't watched that far.
Fair enough.
I'm not like, I'm trying my best to like slog through.
Like
the
I said,
boring
this
parts.
slog season 1, then everything is already fine after that. Actually, it's fine.
Like every time I stop watching and I'm like, okay, time to try to slog through number 1 again because I forgot about everything. Then after the burning house finishes, I'm like, oh my god, when the house
Yeah.
finishes burning.
Like I said, I mean, it's only 6 episodes though. I think, no, is it 6 or 12? Oh, it's 12 actually.
It's
yeah,
12.
Yeah, the whole season is 24. Yeah.
yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Hasta la vista, baby.
But yeah.
Still going too
Okay,
far.
yeah, this is a good. I just think that's so funny. Okay,
Yeah,
original
exactly.
topic was talking about Spider-Man. It's a Spider-Man.
And then I just don't know why I pulled up Oppenheimer.
My personal theory of how the movie is gonna go, and don't quote me on this, is my theory, and I think this just makes the most sense. The movie is gonna be about Miles' dad has to die, and
Lore,
Miles doesn't
lore,
want that to
lore.
happen.
Lore. Yeah, lore.
The Lord
It's kind of
knows
like
me.
every anime movie where they kill off
Yeah.
a very good side character and just dies.
But
out of
some
nowhere.
people might not expect it because Uncle Aaron already died, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing Uncle Aaron didn't say with great power comes great responsibility.
You need
So you have to have somebody that goes like, with great accountability, no, with great intention of power comes great accountability.
you have to say the lines.
Dad, before you die, you have to say the lines. I told you about this. So it basically changes him. So that's like Miles after that become like a buff dude or something, goes to the gym, or does he become like Thor, like he becomes fat as hell. or
like
something.
those Valorant players that calls like I miss her. It's just like they drop 40 kills in the game.
Killua. I miss her type thing. Okay.
But yeah. I think that's what the movie's gonna be about. Don't quote me on that.
yeah, I agree.
I think it's most logical. 'Cause every single trailer points it to that,
Mm.
but maybe it's something that they don't want to show, right?
Yeah.
So
somebody
they're
has,
so they're
somebody
so
has
they're
to die.
so they're trying to misdirect. They're
Mm.
trying to misdirect.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like okay, I don't want to spoil you, but it's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy in a way.
Yeah.
Like they're plotting one character to die, and then in the end they don't die.
right.
You know?
Only the animals die, right?
Oh, come on. It's
That's why I didn't say anything. No,
She's-
but
she's shocked. She's bamboozled.
don't worry. The animal is not a
She
big
is
thing.
shook.
Why?
Why? She hasn't
Because-
watched it?
No, she
Right.
hasn't watched it.
Sorry, Asfa.
Don't worry. I didn't say who's the person who's going to die and then
Yeah,
didn't
no,
die.
I didn't say
that.
what animals, right? Could
Yeah.
be like the petting zoo animals,
True.
right?
They did try. They were okay.
Speaking about the death of animals, this May 28th, Harambe's death day.
Is it
Rest-
really?
Yeah, R.I.P. Harambe.
Has it been really 1, 2, 3? It's almost. It's almost been-
2016.
Man.
16, 17, 18.
4 plus
7
3.
years.
4 plus 3, 7. Yeah, it's been
7
7 years.
Yes.
7 years.
Damn.
So
Really,
look-
7 years
I-
since the world
the-
like
the world.
absolutely.
It all
where
went downhill.
where the cloud meme started, like the heaven meme started. You know, like they put Harambe, and then next they put it Stan Lee also, and then so the
Yeah,
cloud
yeah,
it just
yeah.
grows every time somebody
Yeah,
doesn't put a
yeah,
new
yeah.
one in it.
that heaven meme.
The heaven meme, exactly. Yeah. I mean, okay, maybe he didn't start it, but you know, he was a part of it. He was eventually added into the inventory of.
Right.
Oh, no wonder he remembers. Wow. No wonder he remembers, huh?
We don't have to announce it.
So how does it feel like to be
Coincidence?
how does it feel like to be like 12 or 13 and you just see Harambe died on your
I actually didn't know about it. Like 1 year later, I was just going through memes and I was like, oh shit. Oh.
1 ringgit, let's go.
Wait.
No,
It's not that
you,
bad, right?
no, you said that's
Okay, it's okay. No, everybody gets like a first chance actually,
Okay,
honestly.
lucky. So what?
except
did
no,
he get
he
it?
said that. He said the F bomb. That's different.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I'm just telling the
He said the F bomb. That's different. That's
I'm
Okay,
just saying the
okay.
slightly wrong version of what comes.
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
oh shoot, like
well, let that one slide
right,
because it's not as severe as that.
right.
But the next time you say that, pull out the warning. That means you also have one immunity, one immunity boost.
Nice.
And it just says like the most like vile thing to come out of his mouth.
To be fair, we've been saying wild things this whole time. Just that it's not explicit.
It's not explicit.
Yeah. We've been talking about we were just talking about memes relating to nuclear bombs.
Yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way.
You know what my biggest fear is, like watching Oppenheimer and like actually laughing at a scene.
And then they went kaboom! Oh my god, do it again!
Like one of the movies
It starts grinning.
one of the
The bomb
movies
starts
scenes,
grinning.
one of the movie scenes is gonna be the like a close up of a Japanese citizen. The Japanese citizen does the thing, right? And then you just gotta remember the meme, and then you're like,
It's like the imagine the Japanese guys like. Like, yo.
Bro, I'm crying already.
so dumb.
Is that Oppenheimer? Like we already discussed it. Oh, Oppenheimer does that. You see the bomb drops. Like, yo. What the hell? I think it's gonna be that though. That's gonna be that.
No,
one.
and then like someone like I knew I should have followed those flyers.
Oh, they're gonna have like a scene where it's like the bombs are dropping, right? And then it's about to hit some dude, and then it's gonna be like everything's gonna go slow, and then it's gonna be like, oh no.
And then, you know they play like the really somber music, like the choir in the background, like the hello music. Oh, and it's everything slow motion blowing up and everything. You see the Japanese guys being split in half and everything, being burned alive and everything. It's like a whole sad scene.
And then you see a reference to like the Pompeii guy, when the Pompeii guy.
What if you close your eyes?
A little fun fact about that. That might not have been the actual position he was in. It might be framed from heat. Because when a body burns,
Yeah.
it actually like shrivels up,
Mm.
like some form of rigor mortis.
Oh,
Mm.
you think
It
that, yeah.
stiffens up. So
Yeah.
the position he was in is accidental, not that he was actually doing it. And
Pleasuring himself one last time.
Oh, is that like the Ash guy, isn't it? The guy that's covered in ash like that. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Rubbing one out before the nuke drops or something.
oh man.
So okay, so in that text, right, would Oppenheimer be released in Japan?
I think yeah, it was.
I
So
think
so
it
what
would.
would they change? Would they just like the nuke just not drop or
No, but I
something?
mean,
or-
isn't the point of the movie that he regrets doing it? Isn't that what the Japanese would want?
I think I don't know. It's a very interesting topic to talk about because like until now Japan has still like never really acknowledged World War II,
Mm.
like what they have done.
Yeah. And also they don't really censor much stuff, do they?
True. I mean they.
Except for those, of course, lah. But you know, like not anything else, they don't really censor much, don't they? They're not like China who censors this. Like they don't like this, they don't want to show it.
I
Yeah,
mean that's
they're
because
a
we
bit
don't.
more
We,
open now,
that's
I
because
would
we
say.
don't know what do they censor, right? Maybe for all we know, they have a pretty big censorship thing. Like we have FINAS, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not effective. Bro. Like you can just.
FINAS.
I mean, for Finas, I mean, it's like the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Like some of them were actually swearing, but even though they didn't bleep it out, but you know they just like of course they
They
remove,
cut-
cut
cut
the audio
the
scene.
audio
You can still
file.
hear what he's saying though.
Yeah, you can. It's seriously. It's just like you can hear F, and then you can hear the ending consonant, and you're like,
Yeah, or just look at his, or look
it's
at
not
like
that
the,
hard to
yeah.
figure out, bro.
Or like the lip movement, or how the intonation is like
Right.
starting the word. You can still know what he's saying though. Like,
and
what's the point?
sometimes the subtitles itself.
Yeah, exactly. Like even my friend that's watching, we were watching, I think, I was like, oh, what the thing? I was like, oh, come on, man, just show us the word. Like we know what it's all about anyway.
Right.
I don't know. I feel it's kind of weird. Oh yeah, so
It's too normalized in our like society. It's like it's not really.
we don't let
American
no,
swear words being
we
used
don't-
in movies, but then when you walk down to maybe, for example, Malacca or something, one guy is gonna call you like a swear word every 5 minutes or something.
Like
so,
the
I-
most violent.
no, it's
yeah,
not-
exactly. The
like
most
a-
bad explanation is like, oh,
like
where's the coffee shop? Ah, you little
Like,
blah blah. So, oh, is that okay? thank
you can show like the worst gore or like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
comedy,
John
but-
Wick shooting somebody in the head. Like, oh,
but-
the F word. That's the
but
best.
no
Nah.
no words.
No
no
words.
Thinking
words.
about that, there's like this Tamil movie. Usually, like when it comes to Tamil movies, they're like heavily censored over here.
Mm.
But like I watched one, it's quite good lah. But there's like one part where like this agent, he realizes that the villain took over, like kidnapped his wife lah.
Yeah.
And it's like so he goes to the location the villain sees that her car and all that. He opens the door. It was just her half, like her head was not there. was just-
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like it was like done in a very like gruesome way.
Headless,
It's like it just opens like that
Yeah.
without explanation. It takes you like 1-2 seconds to realize there's no head there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is actually quite gory. But yeah, but then they
Yeah,
then,
but I'm surprised that passed through like
yeah.
Malaysian
Yeah, and then
level of
saying the
censorship.
F bomb is a problem for some reason. So.
You know, speaking of like censorship, I just remember like I was watching Parasite.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I was watching Parasite, and there was a scene in the movie where the rich woman was giving the rich guy
Oh yeah, that was cut out, right?
a cookie, right?
Okay.
Right. So and then while they
They
were
were wives, by the way. I mean, wife husband. So it's not
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
so I actually watched Parasite on Astro first, right? So I didn't see that scene
Right,
at first.
same. I saw it on
Yeah.
Hip TV.
So I didn't see that scene at first. Then I'm like, okay, I want to watch Parasite again on Netflix. Suddenly that scene came out. I'm like, hey, wait, did I watch the wrong?
To be fair, I feel like that scene didn't really provide anything extra to the overall context.
Yeah,
of
on the
movie.
plus side, that was not really a important
Yeah, it
scene,
didn't
right?
really matter.
So I
it
didn't
was
mind
there.
them actually censoring that, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean if it's not really like destroying the plot, it's kind of like okay, I don't
Right.
really mind that much. But if it does like ruin the plot, that's a bit like the problem, I would say. But I mean
It didn't ruin the plot. It was just like
something that it was
Bit-
unnecessary.
like-
They just wanted to show that the husband and wife is like very tired and they don't really hang out
No,
anymore.
no. That was not because they were hiding underneath. You're supposed to express disgust, I would say,
Oh, and also that the family was hiding
because the
underneath.
family was
too.
like they were basically is a bunch of poor people. Like it's a poor family, just like enjoying that rich house because like the husband and wife were away. They thought, and then like didn't realize that.
They came back home early.
Yeah.
So,
and then they had to hide under this house.
Yeah, like without that particular thing, it was already like a very like a claustrophobic kind of thing. But if you add that scene on top of that, then it's like claustrophobic and disgust. So it's like even more harder to watch. That was the point
Okay.
behind it. But obviously, like if you don't add it, it didn't really change anything, lah.
Okay,
Right.
fair enough.
Yeah, but that's one like one of my like not to say
If
first experience,
you-
but one of my more memorable
You
ones.
know, right? Bong Joon-ho. That's how it's pronounced, right?
The director.
He's making a movie with who's the guy in Batman? The- Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
I didn't know that.
It's a full Hollywood production.
It's a sci-fi movie, right?
Yeah, Mickey 17, where like basically, it's about the concept is like clones, but they retain the memory. So it's like kind of like Groundhog Day, but time is progressing. He's restarting every time. So like he does something, he realizes that gets him killed. That his last memories will be transported back to a machine. It'll imprint into the new clone, and then now like okay, I have that memory now. I'm not gonna do that. You understand how the concept works?
Do you know Source Code?
No.
The movie Source Code?
No.
I was gonna make a reference on that one. Sounds like Source Code. It's a movie with Ryan Gosling. It's a
Literally
movie-
me. Bro is literally me.
Was it Ryan Gosling? I don't remember. They look similar, lah. But basically, I think it was the same logic where, well, the difference is like you said, lah. Time moves forward. This one is not exactly the same. It's the point of the movie was this is a U.S. soldier that's supposed to be dead,
Right.
then he was revived, and then his brain was transported into a regular citizen inside the simulation, and they were supposed to, and then it's a simulation of a train that's about to explode within 5 minutes, and then they have to figure out how did the train explode.
Yeah, but I mean that simulation would restart the scenario again.
Yeah, that's
Whereas
why you're
this,
saying it's
the-
like
the
continuing,
time's
right?
still moving linear. It's
Mm.
just that every time it messes up, he just dies and his memory goes back to his body.
I see.
Everything moves except for him, lah, in a way.
I see. Yeah, okay. I think I get it, lah. I think I get it.
But kind of interesting that like despite being quite famous, even like Snowpiercer was not a Hollywood production; it was a full Korean production.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Oh.
though like half the cast were Hollywood stars.
Did you see the theory that Snowpiercer was a sequel to Charlie Chocolate Factory?
No.
It was a pretty good theory. Like
I don't think so though.
no. You
No,
should
it
watch
should
it.
really.
It kind of made it convincing though.
It was actually really convincing.
I think, but probably like in Bong Joon-ho's head, like it was more about the allegory of the rich and the
I
poor
mean,
than
yeah.
like making a sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
No,
pretty
so many things genuinely line up. I'm not even capping. You
Yeesh.
should try watching it. It was like the video was called like Why Snowpiercer is a sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something. You should check it
Right.
out. I'll send you the video link just so you can watch it. Then you can be like, oh my god, I didn't think of this. But yeah. So continuing, Snowpiercer itself was a Korean flick.
Yeah, it's a full Korean movie, but half the cast were like Hollywood stars. I mean, you have Chris Evans has the lead. It's a good movie though. Have you guys watched it?
Yeah, it was.
No.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh my god. Oh, my throat. But yeah. Wow. We've been talking so long.
Right.
It's almost 11. It's 20 minutes to 11.
I'm actually like unironically tired right now. I've never been tired in a podcast before. but,
Same.
like,
I think we're just running out of ideas to talk about. I think.
There's never out of ideas.
not
We
to say
can
out
just
of
keep
ideas.
going on tangents. That's
We are.
something-
I'm just running out of gas. Genuinely.
Yeah, sure.
Been here in uni like since like 8 a.m. or
Yeah,
something.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have to be here again at 8 a.m.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a pain. And then I was like, I'd rather not go home and then come back here again. I might as well just stay here. So
I
just-
also
just
thought the same. I also thinking about
And I have a test on Thursday.
same.
I haven't actually studied anything for it yet.
Oh.
It's like 6 or 7 chapters I have to go
Oh,
through.
God.
So yeah.
We
what subject?
Artificial intelligence.
Oh, AI.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just finished the project like the assignment yesterday.
Just
yeah.
use ChatGPT. to answer it.
Hmm? No, it's not a course.
It's an
subject.
elective.
It's an elective, yeah.
It's a
But I
specialized
still have to pass it
elective.
though. That's not the problem. Like, I mean, I still have to get like a grade for it. It's not pass or fail. It's
Yeah,
a grade.
it's
isn't
a
it, right? Yeah. If it was an MPU, then yeah, MPUs are passable.
Like,
and,
don't care, right? Don't really care. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
okay.
I think we should end it. Actually, I want to eat something.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Oppenheimer is a goofball. I guess that's the conclusion of our
Boom,
3-hour
it-
chat.
Boom, it goes funny.
Barbie's goated. Oppenheimer is a
Goofball.
Funny.
He's a goofball.
he's a future meme. we're gonna be laughing at it sooner or later when you watch it. Spider-Verse is
Spider-Verse
made us talk about guns
Demon Slayer,
FNAF
guys.
is
and how the power of Spot brings the nuke all the way to modern day US. Okay. And I guess that's it. I guess
Yeah.
that's it.
So, are you gonna play an outro song or this one? Do you just want to end it? Or
That's
something?
it.
We can just do a simple outro song and end it like
You can actually
normal
play
lah.
the actual outro song, the flying, the fat rats one. the
Yeah, we
flying
can
rats
actually
one.
play the outro song, the Fat
the
Rat
actual
Xeno
outro
Genesis.
song.
The
Yeah,
Fat Rat
it's-
Xeno
yeah, it's actually
Genesis.
funny when I
It's
saw it.
copyright free, right?
Yes,
I'm pretty
yes.
sure, yeah.
It was quite funny when I saw it. You know, like they actually added lyrics to the thing. I was like, they actually added lyrics to this song. I was like,
No, actually, like a guy he collabed with the guy who made the outro song, Fat Rat.
Yeah, I know. That's why he added like Fat Rat actually added like a singer to it and everything. So
Yeah.
it was quite funny how he actually got copyrighted because of the song, even though it was
No,
his
it
song.
wasn't this. It wasn't Xeno Genesis.
Was it a different song? Was it a different song?
It was the one with Laura Brem. I forgot the name. It's about mountains and stuff.
Is it?
Yeah,
'cause I
it's,
know-
it's
I
the
know-
one with the picture.
I know. There
It
is
was the one with the picture with the mountains in the background.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In that note,
Yeah,
okay.
you can have the song be playing in the background
And
until
then-
the outro,
then-
and then we go. All right, so guys, that's really
Oh,
ultimate multi-mute.
No,
No. It's gonna be so hard to actually like.
I
time
could probably, you can probably time it, but I mean with the lyrics, it actually
Nah,
makes it a bit
I'm too tired to time it.
Let's
be honest.
Okay.
I think next time we should just keep it to 2 hours. I think that's optimum. To not too like like 1 hour was too short. We didn't have much to say. Couldn't talk all of it out. But 3 hours is like
Too long,
yeah, you can't even
Hmm.
think of what to talk next.
Exactly.
And you're tired as well. 2 hours is optimum. You
Yeah.
got to know that. And now on that note, this is Radio MMU, your ultimate
Multimedia
Yeah,
tunes.
tunes. Bye bye.
And with that,
the Fat
DJ
Rat.
Retro signing out with
DJ Spidey signing out.
DJ Katsu signing out.
DJ Malicious signing out.
see you guys next week.
Hopefully.
Tomorrow technically, but not us. Maybe. Right.
Hopefully next week.
Nice.
All the roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm, we're standing side by side. Memories fade, but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way. Take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. We'll be back one day. I don't ever really wanna hold back. I got dreams, wanna go fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full, overflow that. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. To find what makes you feel alive, that's the only way to live it right. And And now we're all doing our own thing, but I'll never forget our glory days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah. And I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day. Just celebrate our glory days, We'll be back one day. Although it's over now, don't let it get you down. We'll be back around. For now we can feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow. A new goal and brand new motto. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way. Take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one